We chose baseball, and I still miss going out there on the ice and getting after it, but I feel like I made the right decision.
You ever feel like checking anybody over at third base?
Yeah, occasionally, but for the most part, most of the guys are pretty chill, so I don't feel like I have to enforce in the corner too much.
All right, for joining us here on the warm-up show today, Miami's Jake Berger will be our guest at Bob's Steak and Chop House. Jake, thanks so much for the time. Best of luck to you for the rest of the season.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, stay tuned. Eric's got the starting lineups in the first pitch coming up for the Rangers and the Marlins right after this on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
There are a lot of ways to make whiskey, but there's only one way to make Jack Daniels. Jack could have been like any other whiskey. Instead, we charcoal mellow every drop through 10 feet of hard sugar maple charcoal. We use water from Cave Spring Hollow in Lynchburg, Tennessee. It's no coincidence that Jack is what it is today. Because when you make your own label, you make everything else yours too. But we don't need to tell you that, do we? Make it count. Jack Daniels. Please drink responsibly. Tennessee whiskey, 40% alcohol by volume. Jack Daniels Distillery, Lynchburg, Tennessee. Jack Daniels and Old No. 7 are registered trademarks. Copyright 2024 Jack Daniels. All rights reserved.
Luxor Staffing, official staffing partner of the Texas Rangers, has hundreds of open positions in warehouse distribution, manufacturing, and more. Come work with some of DFW's best employers. Great pay, excellent benefits, multiple shifts, and endless opportunities for promotion. Luxor has 10 convenient locations in DFW ready to find a perfect job for you. All Luxor offices have experienced bilingual professionals ready to help you now. Visit us online today at luxorstaffing.com and find the office closest to you. Apply today and work tomorrow for Luxor Staffing, DFW's premier staffing agency.
Hey Rangers fans, looking to add some championship flavor to your game day grub? Grab a bottle or two of the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Texas Rangers. Whether you're grilling out, tailgating, or enjoying the game at home, the original Louisiana brand hot sauce adds the perfect kick of flavor to all your game day favorites, like wings, tacos, nachos, and more. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. Flavor favors the bold.
Let's pause 10 seconds here for station identification along the Texas Rangers Radio Network.
Your home of Texas Rangers baseball. KRLD-FM and HD1 Dallas-Fort Worth. We are 105.3 The Fan.
Yates is ready. The 1-1 delivery. Swung on line drive right at Josh Smith. He's got it. The ball game's over. A wicked shot, but right at the chest of Smith. Hit at 102 miles an hour. Luke Maile has lined out to end the ball game.
Swings here and hits one high and deep out into right center field. Myers and Tucker both going back, and it is gone into the Rangers bullpen. Adolis Garcia does it again to Houston. It's 5-0 Texas.
Swings it to high drive, deep right center field. Fairchild back. He's at the wall. That ball is off the wall at the 374 side. And Karam's toward the right field corner. Heim has scored. Langford around third. He is digging for the plate. No throw to the plate. He slides in with an inside the park home run. How about that? His first major league home run is an inside the Parker.
You've been listening to the Texas Rangers pregame show, brought to you by The Farmer's Dog. Invest in your dog's health with real fresh food from The Farmer's Dog. Build your dog a smarter, healthier pet food plan at thefarmersdog.com/Rangers today. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. Bring the heat. Medical City Healthcare, the destination of choice for healthcare excellence. Lexus. Visit your local Dallas-Fort Worth Lexus dealership today. BioAdvanced. BioAdvanced provides advanced solutions for your lawn and garden. Get more from the blue bottle. First pitch is coming up next on the Texas Rangers pregame show. You can hear every game all season long on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Texas Rangers Radio Network. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. Bring the heat. Alongside Matt Hicks, here's your Hall of Fame voice of the Texas Rangers, Eric Nadel.
From Lone Depot Park in Miami, it's the Texas Rangers against the Miami Marlins. Game 2 of a 3-game series. Hello again, everybody. This is Eric Nadel with Matt Hicks and Mike Peasley. And our engineer, Alan Rodriguez, Ross Lebinsky, and Kevin Walker are back in Master Control. And Jared Sandler is over on the dark side. He's doing TV this weekend. The pitching matchup today brought to you by Terramana Tequila. For the Rangers, it's Michael Lorenzen, the 32-year-old right-hander from Cal State Fullerton. He's 2-3 with a 3.35 ERA. This will be his 9th start of the year. He's pitched well, but the Rangers have lost his last 6 starts after Michael picked up the victory in his first 2. And for Miami, it's the former San Diego Padre left-hander Ryan Weathers. Weathers has made 11 starts. He's 3-4 with a 3.16 ERA. He has been outstanding of late in his last 5 starts. He has a 1.90 ERA, and all 5 of those starts have been quality starts, including a shutout over the Arizona Diamondbacks his last time on the mound. The Rangers come in with 27 wins and 30 losses. They're in second in the American League West, 4 games behind the front-running Seattle Mariners. While in the National League East, Miami occupies last place. They are 19 games behind the Phillies with a record of 21-37. We play with the roof closed on a hot, steamy day in South Florida. Game number 58 of the Rangers season. We'll have the lineups in the first pitch after this on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
Community Coffee is the official coffee and preferred tea partner of the Texas Rangers. When we began in 1919, we didn't set out to just make great coffee. We set out to make something that would bring out the best in people. Whether it's the start of someone's day, the middle, or the end, if what we could bring to the table could bring out the best in others, well, who wouldn't want to share a cup of that? Community Coffee, strong as our roots.
As an official partner of the Texas Rangers, Lockheed Martin is proud to be part of the rich heritage of the Rangers and the many fans who cheer the team on at Globe Life Field. It is with that same pride we support our local communities and customers. From the frontline workers to the members of our armed forces safeguarding life and liberty, we're here to help them with their most important missions.
Here at Globe Life Field, the roof is one of the most important parts of game day, so it is no question that the roof on your home is just as important. Because of that, trust Precision Roofing Group to take care of all your roofing needs. Precision Roofing is owned by former Texas Ranger Justin Ruggiano, so you know that he will take personal care of the homes of the fans that used to cheer him on. Check them out at theprecisionroofinggroup.com. That's theprecisionroofinggroup.com. theprecisionroofinggroup.com.
The helpful North Texas Honda dealers have been stepping up to the plate with their random acts of helpfulness. Recently, they helped reunite family members who haven't seen each other in a while and surprised a bunch of people with free gas. And they can help you too with great deals on award-winning Hondas. To check out their deals, stop by your nearest Honda dealer or visit ntxhondadealers.com. And to request your own random act of helpfulness, follow NTX Honda Dealers on Facebook.
Hey Rangers fans, it's your turn to be a champion. Throw your weekend a curveball and get in the game at Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, the official casino and resort of the Texas Rangers. Play a perfect game at the blackjack table or in our state-of-the-art poker room. Experience Major League exhilaration with an epic live concert or celebrate your W at one of our world-class bars and lounges. However you play, get ready to walk off a winner at Choctaw Casinos and Resorts.
The starting lineups are brought to you by Medical City Healthcare, the destination of choice for a healthcare excellence. For the Rangers, Marcus Semien leads off at second, followed by Corey Seager at short. Robbie Grossman will hit third. He'll be the DH. Adolis Garcia in right field bats cleanup. Ezekiel Duran is hitting fifth. He's at first. Wyatt Langford in left field bats sixth. Josh Smith, the third baseman, is the seventh place hitter. Leody Taveras in center field is hitting eighth, and batting ninth and catching today, Andrew Kisner. Semien, Seager, and Grossman, Adolis, Duran, and Langford, Smith, Taveras, and Kisner. That's the starting nine for Bruce Bochy. And for Skip Schumacher, the second-year manager of the Marlins, Jazz Chisholm Jr. is the center fielder. He leads off. Brian De La Cruz, the DH, bats second. Josh Bell is hitting third. He's at first base. Jesus Sanchez, last night's hero, the cleanup hitter in right. Jake Berger, our pregame guest, is at third base batting fifth. Nick Gordon hitting sixth is in left. Batting seventh, Tim Anderson, the shortstop. Otto Lopez is the second baseman, and he bats eighth. Nick Fortes, the catcher, hits ninth. Chisholm, De La Cruz, and Bell, Sanchez, Berger, and Gordon. Anderson, Lopez, and Fortes for the Fish. Calling the balls and strikes, 34 years of age, from Grand Rapids, Michigan, Nick Lentz, in his fifth year as a full-time big league umpire. Will Little is at first, Quinn Walcott at second, and Lance Barksdale works at third. The Rangers are wearing their blue jerseys today with Texas across the front in white. Gray pants with red, white, and blue piping down the side. The blue cap and the white tee. There's lots of color out there today as the Marlins are wearing their City Connect uniforms. They're a very bright cherry red. They have Miami across the front in white. They have white pinstripes on the red jersey. They wear white pants with a broad black stripe down the side, a powder blue cap with a red brim, and a crown logo with an MM in it. The crown logo, a homage to the Havana Sugar Kings, the old Cuban League team. We're ready to go as Marcus Semien steps in, right-handed batter against the left-handed pitcher Weathers. Weathers 6'1", 230 from Loretto, Tennessee. 24 years old. Semien on the first pitch belts one to deep left center field. That is way back, and that ball is caught by Chisholm, jumping up against the wall. What a play by Jazz Chisholm Jr., leaping into the wall in deep left center field to rob Marcus Semien of extra bases on the very first pitch of the ball game.
Really thought that one had some carry, but at one of the highest points of the wall out there, Chisholm just goes into that advertising billboard and goes in hard. There's no padding there. What a great play.
So Semien is retired, and here comes Corey Seager. Seager, the left-handed batter, extended his hitting streak and on-base streak with a double in the ninth yesterday. He's hit safely in 13 games. He's reached safely in 23 games consecutively. And he takes ball one, lefty against lefty. Corey hitting .260 with 13 home runs, 11 of them coming in May. 29 runs batted in. He is the Rangers Player of the Month for May. Weathers kicks and deals, and Seager swings and misses. It is 1-1. Tony Beasley coaching at third base. Corey Ragsdale coaching at first. Robbie Grossman, the on-deck batter. Weathers comes over the top in the windup, and the pitch to Seager is low for a ball. It is 2-1. For the Fish, it's Berger at third, Anderson at short, Lopez at second, Bell at first, Fortes catching. Gordon in left, Chisholm in center, and Sanchez in right. The 2-1 pitch on the way. Seager swings, and it's a hard ground ball base hit in between second base and the second baseman Lopez. So Corey is aboard. Semien fly to deep center on the very first pitch. That was brought to you by Perimeter Global Logistics, PGL, the official logistics partner of your Texas Rangers. Visit shippgl.com to get it. And the pitch to Robbie is outside for a ball. That's 2 for 20 as a member of the Rangers. He had 51 at-bats for the White Sox before coming over to Texas. Just underway, runner at first and one out. The pitch to Grossman batting right. He takes outside. It is 2-0. Weathers has walked 20 in 63 innings. That's about an average walk rate. 53 strikeouts in 63 innings, and he has been a good ground ball pitcher. Has a much better than average ground ball rate. A 2-0 delivery, and that's a strike. It is 2-1. He throws a fastball just over half the time, a changeup and a sweeper. He has thrown the changeup more this year than in any previous season, and it's made a big difference for him. Opposing hitters hitting just 187 off it, and the pitch is a strike here. 2-2 to Robbie Grossman, as he got the changeup over there at 85 miles an hour. He used that changeup extensively in his shutout against Arizona his last time out. Adolis on deck. It's a 2-2 count on Grossman. And a throw over to first base, and the diving back in is Corey Seager. Grossman making his 7th start as a Ranger. Weathers back to the belt at 2-2. And here's the pitch. He struck him out looking, and Grossman knew it. There's the changeup again over the inside corner. That is the second out of the inning. And it brings up Adolis Garcia in a scoreless first. Garcia hitting .232, 13 homers, that's 9th in the league. 37 RBIs, also 9th in the league. Seager at first with a very short lead. Weathers straightens to the set and goes over to first base, and Seager dives back in. This is the third time that Weathers has faced the Rangers in his career. He's had a very good start and a very bad start against Texas. A win and a loss. Lifetime, he has 8 wins and 19 losses. Here's the pitch, and it is a strike. But he has clearly found something this year. After a .655 earned run average last year, he has cut that more than in half, down to .316. They say he's really learned how to pitch rather than just trying to overpower everyone. The 0-1, a swing and a foul tip into the mid of Fortes, and the count is 0-2. Ezekiel Duran would be next as we play with 2 outs in the first. And time called at the plate by Adolis. Remember, tomorrow we start earlier at 12:40 Texas time in the finale of this series and this road trip. And then the Rangers are back home to face the Tigers Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday nights. Pitch to Adolis, a swing and a foul at the plate. Or did he miss it? He missed it. The ball dropped by Fortes, but that is strike 3 in the end of the inning. No runs on a hit and 1 left. And after a half inning, it's the Rangers nothing. Miami coming up on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
Asia Times Square, TS. Asia Times Square, TS.
The first Asian Heritage Rangers game on June 7th is brought to you by Asia Times Square in Grand Prairie, Texas, where their mission is preserving traditions, promoting cultures.
You could hit it big with hit scratch tickets from the Texas Lottery. With top prizes from $5,000 up to $1 million, you could have an instant hit on your hands. So play hit scratch tickets today. Visit TexasLottery.com. Must be 18 or older. Play responsibly.
If you have cancer, you have a powerful choice. An advanced cancer treatment available right here in North Texas at Texas Center for Proton Therapy. Proton therapy precisely targets your cancer, sparing healthy tissue for fewer side effects. No doctor's referral is needed, so visit TexasProtons.com to find out if you're a candidate. Powerful cancer treatment, a powerful choice. The power of proton therapy at Texas Center for Proton Therapy.
That's the sound of steak searing in its juices on your new pellet grill. You heard that right. The Weber Searwood Pellet Grill can smoke low and slow at 180 degrees all the way to a high heat sear at 600. With the Weber Searwood, you can cook on the direct flame over the full grade sear zone. You'll hear the gasp of amazement from friends and family when you serve the food. Cooking with the Weber Searwood Pellet Grill just sounds delicious and tastes even better.
It's 86 degrees in Miami, but we play with the roof closed. That information for Louisiana Hot Sauce, the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, bringing the heat. Chisholm, De La Cruz, and Bell will bat in the bottom of the first inning for Miami. Chisholm, the left-handed batter, hitting .257, 3 homers, and 8 runs batted in. Lorenzen works always from the stretch, works in long blue sleeves, and he pumps the first pitch fastball inside for ball 1. Michael throws the fastball, change, and slider, along with the cutter, curve, and sweep. 1-0 pitch. He works very quickly, and that is swung on and fouled at the plate. Chisholm last night 0 for 4 and had an intentional walk. John Jay, the coach, at first. Griffin Benedict at third for the Marlins. And Chisholm swings and lines one in between Simeon and Duran, a base hit into right field. So a leadoff single for Jazz Chisholm, who's a threat to go. He has stolen 11 bases this year. Lorenzen does a good job holding runners generally. 3 of the 5 who have tried to run on him have been thrown out. Rangers and Tigers Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at Globe Life Field. Get your tickets at Rangers.com. On Tuesday night, the first 15,000 fans get the Marcus Semien replica World Series ring from Globe Life. That's a 7:05 start, as are all 3 of those games. Brian De La Cruz is next. Right-handed batter takes outside. 27-year-old from the Dominican, hitting .248, 9 homers, 25 runs batted in. Here's the set by Lorenzen and the pitch, and that is outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Boy, Lorenzen held the pose there. The pitch was off the plate wide, and the count is 2-0. Back comes Michael, and the miss down low, 3-0. Walks have been a bit of a problem for Lorenz. He's averaging 4.5 walks per 9 innings. He's been able to get double plays, though. He's induced 7 double plays this year. 3-0, and that's outside, ball 4, and Lorenzen's in a bit of a spot here in the first inning. 2 men on and nobody out, no score, and Josh Bell is coming out.
Well, as you mentioned, Lorenzen can get the 2-ball, and Bell can hit into the 2-ball. Even in this stretch where he's going good, over his last 17 games, Bell hitting .333, but he's grounded into 5 double plays.
And he's grounded into 10 for the year. First pitch to the big lefty is inside for ball 1. Aaron Judge has grounded into 11 double plays. Bo Bichette 10 and Bell 10. Here's the pitch, a swing and a little dribbler. That one is foul behind the plate. And the count at a ball and a strike on Josh Bell. Jesus Sanchez to follow, and then Jake Berger. This is a Marlins team that is last in the National League in runs. They're averaging 3.8 runs a game, and they've been outscored by 69 runs. However, they've won 10 of their last 15. They had a winning month of May at 14-13. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That's high and outside, 2-1. Their run scoring up about a half a run per game in May over April, and their earned run average down more than a half a run. Their ERA for May was under 4. 2-1 pitch, and Bell hits a double play ball to second. Simeon feeds Seager, and on to Duran for the easy 4-6-3. Way to call it, partner. Over to third goes Chisholm with 2 outs. There's no score, and here is Jesus Sanchez.
You know, when you're in that kind of situation, you got to be thinking that way. What do I do to get the ground ball here? Let's work our way out of this difficulty as quickly as we possibly can. You did it with a 2-1 change.
Now Sanchez, who had 2 doubles and a homer yesterday, hitting .245, 4 homers, 22 RBIs. He's a left-handed swinger, and he lets one go by chest high for strike 1. Lorenzen back to the belt and to the plate, and that's high and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. This ballpark tends to play a little bit small. There have been a lot more runs scored in Marlins home games this year than in their road games. Here's the 1-1 offer. It is outside, 2-1. It's 344 to left, 335 to right, 400 to dead center, 386 to left center, 387 to right center, with an 8-foot high wall all the way around. The 2-1 pitch, and there's a strike at the knees, and the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got a fastball over there at 95. Lorenzen against the Marlins in his career has a .264 ERA in 5 starts, 3 wins, 2 losses. Chisholm at third, dancing down the line, and the pitch is cut on and missed. He struck him out with a fastball, and Lorenzen gets out of a big jam. No runs on a hit, a man left at third, and after 1, we're scoreless in Miami on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
The helpful North Texas Honda dealers have been stepping up to the plate with their random acts of helpfulness. Recently, they helped reunite family members who haven't seen each other in a while and surprised a bunch of people with free gas. And they can help you, too, with great deals on award-winning Hondas. To check out their deals, stop by your nearest Honda dealer or visit ntxhondadealers.com. And to request your own random act of helpfulness, follow NTX Honda Dealers on Facebook.
UT Dallas is a proud partner of the Texas Rangers. Like the Rangers, UTD has a winning culture. It's the #1 university in DFW by...
Hey guys, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It's free, doesn't cost you guys anything, and it helps boost this channel. We're getting close to 3,300 again. We're just 8 away. Maybe we can hit them on this stream. Keep pushing it out. We're going to do a giveaway when we hit 4,000 subscribers. We're getting close, guys. So keep hitting that like button, subscribe, and sharing with your friends and family.
We're Abilene Christian University, one of Texas's top-ranked private universities. Our programs are Christ-centered to create the next generation of servant leaders. We live our beliefs just like you do. Education with values. That's ACU Online. Pursue your graduate or undergraduate degree at ACU Online. acu.edu.
Hurtado Barbecue, the official barbecue restaurant of the Texas Rangers. Voted top 50 barbecue in the state, Hurtado Barbecue is now available permanently near Section 101 in Globe Life Field. Hurtado Barbecue and the Texas Rangers, where great barbecue meets baseball.
Eric and Matt and Mike Peasley today with you. Nothing into the second inning. Here's Ezekiel Duran. Here's Matt Hicks.
All right, thank you very much, Eric. First pitch to Zeke. Catches the outside part of the plate for strike one. This is Duran, Langford, and Smith. 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order here for the Rangers. Nothing after an inning. Here comes the 0-1. And that pitch is high. So a ball and a strike here to Zeke, who's hitting .286 with a homer, 6 runs batted in. Zeke's hitting .286 against both lefties and righties. Here comes the 1-1 pitch, a swing and a ground ball foul. That goes right to third base coach Tony Beasley, who fields it as if he's wearing a glove and stabs at it, attacking the ball like he teaches his infielders to do. He's practicing what he preaches there. The 1-2 pitch comes in high, so make it 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Zeke, who yesterday extended his current hitting streak to 7 games with an 8th inning single. He went 1 for 3 in the ball game. 7 for 22 during this streak. 2-2 pitch is grounded toward third, spinning foul about halfway up the line, and so the count will hold here to Duran. Weathers threw 13 pitches in that first inning and helped out big time by Chisholm out in left center field, who made that leaping catch into the high wall out in left center. And again, that's a portion of the wall that has 0 padding. As time is requested here, and Zeke steps out. Second inning of our broadcast brought to you by Medical City Healthcare, the destination of choice for healthcare excellence. The left-hander ready again. And here he comes with the 2-2 pitch. A swing and a line drive toward the right field corner, but slicing foul and going back up into the seat. So an extended plate appearance here for Ezekiel Duran. A few more people in the ballpark here today than yesterday. Yesterday's crowd in excess of 11,000. Again, the 2-2, and Weathers fires low, and the count goes full. Marlins folks expecting more in the ballpark today with a promotion from a local Irish pub and sports bar called Flanagan's, which apparently a lot of people like here. And here, Duran looks at this fastball for a called third strike. That's 3 consecutive strikeouts now for Weathers. Zeke gave him a battle, but since the Seager single, it's been 3 strikeouts, and now here's Wyatt Langford. And Langford coming up batting .222 with a homer and 13 runs batted in. 0 for 3 yesterday, but he drove in a run with a ground ball, and here he takes a strike. So Langford playing in his 4th game since coming back from the injured list. He's 2 for 10 since returning. The 0-1 pitch, a swing and a miss. Changeup had Langford out front. And the count now at no balls and 2 strikes. Weathers, a 4-pitch pitcher. And his sweeping slider has been a really effective pitch for him this season. 0-2 offering comes in low. So make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Opponents hitting just 114 against that sweeper and slugging just 171. He turns into the wind and comes home with the 1-2. And missed up and in, almost hit Langford. And that'll even the count here to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Josh Smith waiting on deck. Now the left-hander looks like he's shaking off Fortes. Deals the 2-2 pitch and a swing and a miss. They got him with the changeup. So of these 4 consecutive strikeouts, 3 have come on the change. And that brings up Smith. Now, you figure that he's using the change as his out pitch to righties, perhaps the sweeper for his out pitch to lefties. Lefties are hitting just 128 against Weathers this season. But in Josh Smith, the Rangers have a lefty who hits lefties well. He's batting .279 overall. First pitch to Josh, he starts his torso, doesn't get the bat going, and takes the pitch inside for ball one. Josh with 3 home runs, hit his 3rd home run of the season here yesterday. A blast over the wall in right center. That was in the 4th inning. The 1-0, a swing and a miss. He throws the changeup there. He's not shy about throwing the change left on left. And the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Smith with that home run extended his hitting streak to 4 games. As he bunts here toward third, charged by Berger, bare hand pickup, throw to first, and it's not in time. So Josh Smith exercising the element of surprise there. And I would not call that a great bunt because it was up in the air for a while. Berger had a chance to play it barehanded after 1 bounce. But with Smith's excellent speed, he was able to get down the line. He would have been really safe had he not looked to see where he bunted that ball. He wasn't sure where he had bunted it.
It's his 2nd bunt hit of the year, the 3rd for the Rangers. Travis Jankowski has the other one.
So Smith on board here for Leody Taveras, who looks to bunt. He tries to push one, and he knocks it foul on the right side for strike 1. Well, the Rangers, when you take a look throughout Major League Baseball, don't bunt very often, either for hits or for sacrifices. And here we've got 2 guys bunting back-to-back. But here Leody is swinging away as he misses the changeup, and he falls behind in the count at 0-2. Leody standing in on the right side, hitting .249. 4 homers, 12 runs batted in. Leody yesterday 1 for 3 with a double, a walk, and a run scored. 0-0 as we play here in the 2nd. Smith is at first, 2 men are out. Leody swinging a good bat here of late. Hits for him in 8 of the last 9. The 2-strike pitch. Over but low. So make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Leody batting .236 as a right-handed hitter. Very short lead at first for Smith. The 1-2 pitch is high and outside. So make it 2 balls and 2 strikes. During this stretch of 9 games in which Leody has hits in 8, he's hitting .294 and reaching base at a .333 clip. The set by Weathers and the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on the changeup. So 6 outs recorded by Weathers, 5 via the strikeout. Rangers get a hit but strand Smith. And after an inning and a half, our score 0-0 on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
I'm Jonah Heim, catcher for the Texas Rangers, and I've joined the thousands of other dog people and vets striking out kibble and feeding our dogs real, fresh food from the farmer's dog. It's a total game changer for my 3 active doodles. Makes it easy to feed them high-quality food and helps keep them healthy and energized for all our adventures. The Farmer's Dog is the official pet food of the Texas Rangers, and you can get 50% off your first box at thefarmersdog.com/Rangers. That's thefarmersdog.com/Rangers.
Free! Who doesn't love free? With Milo's Rewards, you get the member-only treatment that's actually worth it. Enjoy free member gifts you'll love. And once you reach Silver Key status, you can get free standard shipping. Because Lowe's knows nothing feels better than free. Learn more about our new loyalty program at Lowe's.com/Milo's Rewards today. Program subject to terms and conditions. See Lowe's.com/terms for details. Member gifts may be subject to additional terms and restrictions. See Lowe's.com/shipping terms for details. Subject to change.
Hey Rangers fans, looking to add some championship flavor to your game day grub? Grab a bottle or 2 of the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Texas Rangers. Whether you're grilling out, tailgating, or enjoying the game at home, the original Louisiana brand hot sauce adds the perfect kick of flavor to all your game day favorites, like wings, tacos, nachos, and more. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. Flavor favors the bold.
We We go in-depth with your favorite Rangers players each Tuesday afternoon with DFW's hottest show, the G-Bag Nation, 2 to 7 on your official home of the Rangers, 105.3 The Fan.
All right, Jake Burger leads it off for Miami here in the bottom of the second. 0-0 our score. Burger, the right-handed hitter, stands in and takes a pitch over the plate, but apparently just a tad bit high for ball one. Burger 3 hits in the ball game yesterday to get his average for the season up to 219. Lorenzen's next pitch is lined into left center field, and that drops for the base hit. So already 4 hits for Burger in this series, and that brings Nick Gordon to the plate.
That was a sinker that was up.
Burger swinging a hot bat here of late. He's had at least 2 hits in each of the last 3 Marlins games. And with that single, now hits for him in 7 of the last 8. So Burger on board for Nick Gordon. Gordon yesterday, a big 2-run home run early. Takes this pitch over the outside part of the plate for strike one. Left-handed hitter, batting .231. 6 homers, 21 runs batted in. Lorenzen peeling an eye over to Burger at first. Not a likely candidate to be on the move. The 0-1, and that pitch floats in high. So a ball and a strike here to Gordon. That 2-run home run that Gordon hit yesterday snapped for him a 19-game home run drought. He has 6 home runs for the year. A long hold by Lorenzen, and now the pitch. And there's a drive deep into right field. Adolis going back, still going back onto the track. He hauls it in. Burger racing back to first. Adolis' one-hop throw was a little offline. Duran taking it at the cut. But still, all in all, nice play there by Adolis Garcia on another well-struck ball by Nick Gordon.
And another pitch from Lorenzen that was pretty much down the middle. Ureña had trouble hitting his spots last night, and Lorenzen isn't exactly hitting his either.
So 1 on, 1 out, nothing up on the board. Here's Tim Anderson, who takes a fastball for strike one. Anderson got a hit yesterday to get his average up to the Mendoza line. He was 1 for 4 and is now batting .200. Has yet to homer. He's driven in 6. The set by Lorenzen and the 1-strike pitch. Breaking ball is popped up foul and out of play on the right side. 0-2 the count. Hey, when flavor is what you're after, Rangers fans turn to the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Texas Rangers. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. Bring the heat. Here's some heat. And in for a called third strike. That fastball on the outside corner, and Anderson will quietly walk back into that third base dugout. Lorenzen gets his second punch out on the day. So 2 down. Burger still at first. And that brings up Otto Lopez. Lopez getting his season's average up to .296 after a 3 for 4 performance yesterday. 2 of those hits were of the infield variety, as Lorenzen comes in just a little bit high, maybe a little bit inside, for ball one to the right-handed hitting Lopez, who has 3 home runs and 15 runs batted in. Bottom of the second, Burger at first with 2 men out. And the 1-0. Swing and a ball that's fouled off. That got Lopez's foot, and he hobbles out of the dirt circle. He's almost halfway to the Rangers dugout. And the count evens here to 1 ball and 1 strike. Lorenzen looking back into the Rangers dugout as he slowly gets back up onto the hill here. He'll now plant his right foot on the first base side of the rubber. Sets just below the belt. Lets the pitch clock wind down some. Now deals, and with a sweeping slider misses outside. 2-1 the count. Lorenzen's pitching arsenal is basically the kitchen sink. He's got all of the pitches. I usually only have 4 or 5 spots in my book to write down what a pitcher throws, and Lorenzen exhausts them all. This pitch misses, and the count 3-1, and then some. Because if you separate out his 4-seamer and his sinker, the 2 pitches that he throws the most, he's got a total of 7 different pitches. And the sweeping slider is one that he throws the least. Here's a ball hit sharply up the middle, past second and out into center. A base hit for Lopez. So that's his 4th hit. of the series already. It chases Berger up to second and brings up the catcher, Nick Fortes.
No, I was talking to Lorenzen earlier about how quickly he works, and he says he very rarely shakes off the catcher, and part of the reason is with 7 different pitches, it takes too long, and given the restrictions now on time between pitches, he said there really isn't enough time for the catcher to go through all of his pitches again.
I didn't know there were that many buttons on the PitchCom device. First offering from Lorenzen to the right-handed hitting Fortes is down and in for ball 1. Fortes, the backup catcher, batting just 173, but with 2 home runs and 10 runs batted in. This pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. We saw Christian Bethancourt yesterday, but Bethancourt not with the team now as he has gone on bereavement leave. And so Fortes likely to see all of the catching duties for the remainder of this series. He looks at a strike here, and the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Johnny Pereda was called up from AAA Jacksonville to replace Bethancourt on the active roster. 1-2 the count to Fortes. Here's the pitch. It's low and away. So make it 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fortes, 27 years of age, a native Floridian from DeLand, Florida. 4th-round pick of the Marlins, coming out of the University of Mississippi back in 2018. Here's the 2-2, and that one's popped up, foul, drifting into the seats on the first base side. And so the count holds here to the number 9 hitter, Nick Fortes, currently in his 4th season at the big league level with the Marlins. He's got Berger at second, Lopez at first, 2 men out. He awaits the 2-2, and here it is. And that breaking ball missed a little outside and low. Curveball that time from Lorenzen. And so the count runs full. He only throws his curve about 5% of the time. 3-2 pitch lifted high into the air right field. To his left is Adolis, still on the move. Inside the line, he puts it away. And Fortes the final out here in the bottom half of the second. So no runs, 2 hits, and 2 men are left. We move along to the third. Rangers nothing, Marlins nothing on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
Energy Transfer is proud to sponsor the 2023 World Champion Texas Rangers. We're excited to join Rangers fans across the country in wishing them well in the 2024 pennant race and supporting their quest for another winning season. As one of the country's largest energy infrastructure companies, we proudly move the oil and natural gas products through our 125,000 miles of pipelines across the country that power our communities and make our lives possible.
The following alert is from AARP Texas. Attention listeners, did you know scammers have 6 go-to places to find victims? These are places where you often use your debit card. Gas stations, restaurants, retail stores, online shopping sites, ATMs, and hotels. Scammers want to snatch your debit card information so they can steal from your bank account. Learn to protect yourself from scams by visiting aarp.org/beatscammerstx.
Your next chance to score a replica championship ring comes on Tuesday, June 4th when the Rangers take on the Tigers. Just be one of the first 15,000 fans at the ballpark and you'll get a Marcus Semien replica World Series ring. Thanks to Globe Life. Tickets at Rangers.com.
Ivan Poch Rodriguez here. In the major leagues, it's important to have a strong team behind you. For over 40 years, the law firm of Bailey & Gallion has been representing people just like you that have been injured in auto accidents.
Call Bailey & Gallion today at 1-800-LAW-OFFICE. They'll help you get treatment at no upfront cost to you. Pay no fees unless they win. Call now, 1-800-LAW-OFFICE.
Team up with Bailey & Gallion, the official law firm of the Texas Rangers.
Top half of the third inning, 0-0. Our score here, game 2 in this series between the Rangers and the Marlins, and it's Andrew Kisner to lead it off here in the third, batting 9th in the order today, right-handed hitter. Kis batting 116 with a home run. And this first offering from Weathers misses for ball 1. So Kisner, Semien, and Seager due up here in the Ranger half of the third inning. Weathers has recorded 5 strikeouts over the first 2 innings. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's hit hard down the line. Hooking. Foul. .344 down the left field line here, and Kisner hit that one about 300 feet, but it ends up being well foul, but within the field of play. So a ball and a strike to Kisner, obviously not getting a whole lot of playing time. This is just the second time he's played in a game in this ballpark. The 1-1 is a sharply hit line drive into left, a base knock for Kisner. So a good start here to the third inning. In his only other game played here, Kisner went 1 for 2 at the plate. So he's a .667 batter here at Lone Depot Park now. Brings up Marcus Semien. Semien drove one to the wall in left center on the game's first pitch, but Jazz Chisholm was equal to the task and made a leaping catch into that wall as Marcus checks his swing but takes this pitch for strike one. Semien tugging on the bill of his batting helmet, now steps back in. He was 1 for 4 in the ball game here last night. Now the pitch, a swing and a miss. Fastball by him. And Semien behind in the count here at 0-2. The hit by Kisner, the third hit for the Rangers, each team with 3 hits so far. Kisner a very short lead at first. Bell holding him on. And the 0-2. And that pitch is high. So make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Weathers has been dynamite here of late. Over his last 3 starts, he's allowed 1 earned run and 1 unearned run. And that's in a span of 21 innings. Swing and a miss here on that sweeping slider that was elevated somewhat. And Semien is out on strikes, already 6 strikeouts now for Weathers as Corey Seager comes to the plate. Seager singled sharply his first time up. 1 gone here in the top of the third. Corey with that single extending his hitting streak to 14 games. And he'll take this pitch for ball 1. He also extends his on-base streak to 24 games. Batting .340 during the hitting streak. And reaching base at a .412 clip during the on-base streak. Here's a ball hit sharply right side that just gets by Lopez and out into right center. Kisner moves up to second. Lopez, the second baseman, was playing Corey slightly to pull, so that had him moved just enough toward first to not be able to make a play on this ball hit to his right. So Corey's 2 for 2, and that brings Robbie Grossman to the plate, and we check in with Mike Peasley.
All right, Hicksy, today's injury update brought to you by Bailey and Gallion. You talk about a rough day for the Padres. They had to put not 1 but 2 members of their starting rotation on the IL today. Yu Darvish, he's got a left groin strain. Joe Musgrove continues to have issues with his triceps and elbow discomfort as well. Matt?
All right, thank you. As Grossman stands in and lines 1 foul up and out of play on the right side. Strike 1. It's at least the second time that Musgrove has been on the IL, maybe the third time this year, as he just can't get off the ground. Grossman called out on strikes his first time up. Scoring threat here for the Rangers. 2 on, only 1 out. The 0-1 pitch. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. 0-2. Robbie hitting .187 overall this year, but with his strikeout on the first, now just 2 for 21 in a Ranger uniform, though he has drawn 6 walks since coming over from the White Sox. The 0-2. Hard hit ball over Berger and inside the line, all the way down into the corner. Kisner scores. Seager will be held at third. It's an RBI double for Robbie Grossman, and the Rangers grab a 1-0 lead.
The Weathers came with that sweeper again, and Robbie able to wait on it just long enough to barely keep that ball fair.
So he picks up his first RBI in a Rangers uniform this year. It's his 5th run batted in overall. He provides us with the first Ranger run brought to you by Kubota. And, you know, Robbie, late last year, in about a half dozen games hitting in the 3-hole, did really well. And he comes through with a big hit here as Adolis swings and fouls 1 back for strike 1.
Well, the Rangers need a good at-bat from Adolis here. He's been giving away a lot of his at-bats lately. They need him to be patient here with first base open.
He struck out his first time up. He bats with the infield in. The 0-1, a swing and a miss, and that was a chase on a changeup that was down, and Adolis behind in the count here, 0-2. And that changeup has been wildly effective today against the Rangers' right-handed hitters. Adolis asks for time, steps out only for a brief second, and now he's right back in. Runners at second and third, infield drawn in. The 0-2, that pitch is low. So make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Adolis was 0 for 4 yesterday. He is now 0 for his last 16. 1 for his last 22. And 4 for his last 38. He awaits the 1-2 offering, and here it is. Swing and a foul straight back. That pitch was also not in the zone, and it looked like he made an adjustment mid-swing just to make contact to stay alive.
He has swung at 2 pitches, each of them at least 6 inches out of the strike zone in this at-bat.
Count remains 1-2. And now the pitch. And that's outside. So it evens things up here to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Weathers, comparatively speaking, has had a more difficult time with men in scoring position this year. As this pitch is hit high and deep out into right field. Sanchez going back, still going back onto the edge of the track. He makes the catch. Tagging at third is Seager. He scores. Grossman advances as well. It is a line drive sac fly to deep right for Adolis Garcia to give Texas a 2-0 lead.
That wasn't a strike either. It was high and outside, but Adolis able to reach that one. And that's a pretty talented hitter to be able to hit that pitch that far.
Picks up his 38th run batted in. He provides a little insurance. That insurance run brought to you by Globe Life. Everyone has beneficiaries. Not everyone has life insurance. Globe Life, who's your beneficiary? First offering here to Ezekiel Duran, misses for ball 1. Well, not a hit, but he produces a run with a ball that is well struck. Now 2 men out, a runner at third. Zeke was called out on strikes his first time up. Takes this pitch on the outside corner for a strike, and it's now 1-1. Well, yesterday, it was the Marlins who grabbed an early 2-0 lead on a Nick Gordon home run in the second. Rangers jumping out on top here in the third today. The 1-1, a chopper. Weathers goes back, has it behind the mound, turns and throws, and takes care of Duran for the final out in the inning. But the Rangers get 2 runs on 3 hits and leave a man. And after 2.5, it's Texas 2, Miami nothing on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
You're a friend, daughter, expert multitasker. Everyone counts on you, and you can count on us. Medical City Healthcare is here for you because taking care of your own health means you can be there for others. Learn more at medicalcityhealthcare.com.
Whataburger now has new premium coffee with a brand new taste. And it's coming in hot and iced cold. Drink it hot with a biscuit sandwich or iced with a brownie. Or iced with a biscuit sandwich and hot with a brownie. This is your chance to mix it up a little. Let your hair down. There's no wrong way to drink it. New hot and iced coffee from Whataburger. Just like you like it.
Memorial Day deals are here at Lowe's. Right now, save big on Scott's Naturescapes mulch. Get 5 bags for just $10. And there's more. Get up to 40% off. Plus, save an extra $50 on every $500 you spend on select major appliances. These deals are selling fast, so start shopping now. Lowe's knows summer savings. Valid through 5/29. Mulch excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Appliance savings vary based on purchase. See Lowe's.com for details. Selection varies by location. While supplies last.
The Texas Lottery presents Now That's What I Call Hits, with hit songs like Give Me That Money, 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 and Winner Winner Chicken Dinner.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
That's right. With hit scratch tickets from the Texas Lottery, you can have an instant hit on your hands. Like the old classic, Ain't That Some Luck?
Well, ain't that some luck?
You can hit it big with big cash prizes. So play today.
Must be 18 or older to play responsibly.
All right, top of the order due for the Marlins here in the bottom half of the third inning. Rangers now leading 2-0. Lorenzen to Chisholm, and the first pitch is low 4-1. Chisholm, hard single into right, his first time up. So for Chisholm, his first hit of the series. Big swing and a miss here in the count at 1-1 strike. Chisholm reached base safely. Well, he reached base twice yesterday. Once being intentionally walked, the other time he reached on a Marcus Semien error. And that error opened the door to 2 unearned runs. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a hard hit ball right to Semien. Well, Marcus moves a couple of steps to his left, but an easy play on that line drive, and Chisholm is the first out. Brings up Brian De La Cruz. Third inning of our broadcast brought to you by Abilene Christian University. Something is missing from the online college experience. Heart at Abilene Christian University Online. They offer a true Christ-centered private school education. ACU.edu. Lorenzen's first offering to the right-handed hitting De La Cruz just misses. I guess a little bit high here for ball 1. De La Cruz walked on 4 pitches his first time up. The 1-0 is outside. He missed with a cutter. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. De La Cruz getting the day off yesterday, which gave him 2 consecutive days of not playing baseball after suffering an 0-for-12 fate in the series against the Padres out in San Diego. Here's a swing and a miss. Lorenzen got in on him a little bit with that sinking fastball. And that runs the count to 2-1. The kick and the pitch. And that's low and outside. So 3-1 now to De La Cruz, who, despite going hitless against the Padres, has been one of Miami's more consistent hitters this season. Here comes the 3-1. Breaking pitch is ripped. Foul. That hooked over Josh Smith and just fouled down the left field line. That ball landed probably about 60 or so feet beyond the infield dirt and was foul by no more than about a foot. So De La Cruz just missing an extra base hit. And the count goes to 3-2. Speaking of extra base hits, De La Cruz hasn't had one over the course of his last 12 games. Time called, and De La Cruz steps out. He's got 9 home runs. He's driven in 25. He also has 9 doubles this season. Lorenzen ready. Here's the 3-2. Swinging a hard hit ball out into center, a base knock for De La Cruz. So that is hit number 4 for the Marlins. And it brings up Josh Bell. Bell, who hit into a 4.63 double play his first time up. And the first pitch to Bell, switch hitter standing in on the left side, is outside for ball 1. Bell, a hulking presence in the box. He's back in the box. Not really crowding the plate, but he's pretty close as he swings an insides out one. A little hopper that is fielded by Josh Smith. Josh could have caught it, but he let it bounce and then flipped it over to Semien to get the force on De La Cruz for the second out. But Josh really got jammed on that and then popped it up, and Josh Smith thought he might be able to turn 2, but in waiting forever for the ball to land, he didn't have a shot at Bell at first.
And Josh Bell, to his credit, ran hard to make sure that they didn't double him up.
So he's on the fielder's choice, and here's Sanchez, who curls one out into left center, and this drops for the base hit. Langford there to play it on one hop, but Sanchez also didn't hit that ball very well, but put it in a green space. So that moves Bell up to second. Runners at first and second now with 2 men out for Jake Berger. Let's pause 10 seconds here for station identification on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
Your home of Texas Rangers baseball. KRLD-FM and HD1 Dallas-Fort Worth. We are 105.3 The Fan.
Lorenzen to Berger. First pitch is low and away, ball 1. Berger singled out into center field his first time up and is now 4 for 6 in this series. Chance to do some damage here with the Rangers leading 2-0. Bell at second, Sanchez at first. Here's a swing and a sharply hit foul ball, just foul of third base. So a ball and a strike here to Berger. And Berger, during what is now a 4-game hitting streak, is 8 for his last 15. Really enjoyable chatting with him earlier today. He was the guest on our warm-up show. The 1-1, swing and a miss. He was fooled by that sweeping slider. Chased a pitch that was more than a foot off the plate. And the count to Berger now 1-2.
I especially liked his comment about Dane Dunning's quick twitch muscles.
On video games.
Yes.
Dane, a big gamer. Berger and Dane Dunning, very close friends from their time in the White Sox organization. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that's just a little bit off the outside. So 2-2 the count.
Anybody who's willing to say quick twitch on the air is okay in my book.
2 on, 2 out. Rangers up by 2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And he struck him out. Got him with the changeup. That's the final out here in the bottom half of the third inning. So no runs, 2 hits, and 2 left for a second straight inning for the Marlins. We move along to the fourth. Rangers lead at 2-0 on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
Is that your new Lexus RX?
RX plug-in hybrid.
So it runs all electric?
Yeah, for short trips. And can switch to gas for long.
Wow. What does your range anxiety therapist say?
Dr. Feeney?
Uh-huh.
He says my RX cured me.
No more range anxiety therapy?
Nope.
Well, you're an inspiration to us all.
The best-selling Lexus RX lineup, now with a plug-in hybrid. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
When the Texas Chili Company began handcrafting their famous chili, Harry Truman was president. Gas was 20 cents, and no one locked their doors. A lot has changed since then, but one thing that remains the same is the old-fashioned, never-canned chili by the Texas Chili Company. Some things have changed since they opened their doors. They didn't. The Texas Chili Company. Chili so good, they named a state after it.
As the official emergency response team of the Texas Rangers, American Medical Response is proud to deliver standby medical services for players, employees, and fans alike. Whether on base, on deck, or in the stands, we're ready to provide care at a moment's notice. To learn more, visit amr.net.
Hi, I'm Lynn Lamoth, CEO of PGL, the fastest growing, woman-owned and operated global logistics business in the U.S. As the official supply chain management partner of your Texas Rangers, we are inspired by the grit and determination that your Rangers show on the field, and we're ready to bring that inspiration with us to work for you. Visit gopgl.com or call 833-SHIP-PGL to learn more. Go Rangers!
Here comes inning number 4, and here comes Wyatt Langford to lead off for the Rangers. Texas on top by the score of 2-0. Langford, a strikeout victim on a changeup from the lefty Ryan Weathers, his first time out. Weathers has struck out 6, hasn't walked anybody. He's given up 5 hits. And the pitch is swung on, and that's looped in the air to short left field, a base hit. Langford back in his home state, delivers a leadoff single. Rangers have hits in every inning. So do the Marlins today, as there have already been 11 hits by the two teams combined. Here is Josh Smith. Smith had a butt hit his first time up. Now, we talked earlier about how effective Weathers has been against lefties, holding them to a 128 average this year with no home runs. The Rangers have 3 hits from their 2 lefties today, 2 by Seager, 1 by Josh Smith. Josh takes in the dirt, ball 1 on a first pitch sinker. On deck is Leody Taveras and then Andrew Kisner in the first half of the 4th inning. 2-6-0 for Texas, 0-5-0 for Miami. Weathers working 1-0, and the pitch is swung on and drilled into right, a line drive base hit to the left of Lopez. Turning second, digging for third is Langford. The throw is late. It gets away. Down to second base goes Smith. Langford will be awarded home as that ball goes out of play. And the Rangers lead it 3-0 as Josh Smith delivers a single to right. And Sanchez throw to third, gets away as the speed of Wyatt Langford came into play there.
Ill-advised throw. All Sanchez needs to do is fire that one into second, and you've got a first and third situation. You have the double play in order, and you don't give up a run. But he tried to get Langford, and that went zipping past Berger, zipped past the backup man, and went down into the dugout.
No RBI on the play. The Rangers lefties are now 4 for 4 against Weathers, who had given up only 6 hits to left-handed batters all year prior to today. Lefties were 6 for 47 off them, and they're 4 for 4 today. Here's Taveras with the runner at second, nobody out. They bring the corners up against the butt. Leote batting right-handed, lets it go by outside, 4-1. Leote, a strikeout victim on a changeup his first time up. So Weathers, who had allowed 1 earned run in his previous 3 starts, has been touched for 3 runs today. One of them may be unearned, and the pitch is low. 2 balls and no strikes. Weathers now slowing down the pace. He's wearing long black sleeves underneath a bright red City Connect jersey. They have Miami in a big white script across the front. Pitch to Leote and a ground ball to the left of the shortstop. Great diving play by Anderson to come up with it. Throws to first and Leote is out. And that's a marvelous play by Tim Anderson to throw out Leote Taveras. 1 out in the inning, and Andrew Kisner will bat with the man at third base, and the Rangers leading 3-0.
And to stabilize his body, he got to a knee. His right knee was down. He extended his left leg. That gave his upper body some stabilization, and he was able to make a good throw.
Here's Kisner at the infield end. He singled his first time, and he hits a high drive to right field. Should be deep enough to score the run. Sanchez toward the line, hauls it in. Tagging at third and heading home is Josh Smith. The throw is way late and up the third baseline. Smith dives in, but without a tag, and the Rangers lead by the score of 4-0 as Andrew Kisner has his second productive at-bat of the day.
You know something the Rangers haven't done very often this year? The sacrifice fly. The Rangers had a grand total of 11 of them coming into play today, and they've had 2 this afternoon.
So building runs. And both of the Ranger runs here are earned, so they have 4 earned runs off Weathers. Simeon the batter, and he grounds one to the right side off the glove of Bell. Rolls to the second baseman. The throw to first is late as Simeon is on. Weathers was late covering, and when Lopez came up with that deflected ground ball, he didn't have anyone to throw it to. And by the time Weathers got over there, it was far too late. So Marcus will get credit for an infield hit. He's 1 for 3. Corey Seager's coming up, and we are going to get a mound visit by Mel Stottlemyre. 4-0 Rangers here. Brought to you by Bio Advanced. All-in-one rose and flower care. It's a true power hitter. Want more boom in your Texas blooms? Get insect control, disease control, and feeding all in one blue bottle. Bio Advanced, proud partner of the Texas Rangers. They've got a long mound meeting going on right now. The entire infield in there, as the Rangers have broken out today. 8 hits already as we played with 1 out in the 4th inning. The Rangers were held to 6 hits yesterday. The team batting average had fallen all the way to .241 over the course of May. That team average dropping rather precipitously. Going into the month, it was over .250. So it dropped 10 points in the month. Here's Seager, who has a pair of singles, both of them between the bag at second and the second baseman. He's now hit safely in 14 straight. The lefty-to-lefty pitch swung on, and that's ripped into right, a line drive base hit. Turning second, Simeon digs for third. The ball gets past Sanchez, goes all the way to the wall, and Seager will get 2 out of it. So Corey is 3 for 3 today. The Rangers are teeing off on Ryan Weathers. He's given up 9 hits now, and the Ranger left-handed batters are 5 for 5 off him.
That was a sinker on the inside corner and just a little bit above the knees, and Corey all over it. Hit it so hard, Marcus Simeon had to hold up in his advancement from first to second to make sure he didn't get stung by that line drive.
The infield back, of course, with 2 outs. Here's Grossman, and he takes low for a ball. There's action now in the Miami bullpen. Certainly not what they would have expected with Ryan Weathers on the hill. First base open, Adolis on deck. 2 runs home in the inning, a 4-0 Ranger lead with 9 hits already. The pitch to Grossman is swung on and fouled off. Robbie drove in the first run of the game with a line single to left. Struck out his first time up. The Tigers will be at our ballpark Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday nights, followed in by the Giants on the weekend. 6-game homestand coming up starting Monday. Nathan Eovaldi expected to pitch against Tarek Skubal, the Tigers' ace left-hander, on Monday. 1-1 pitch, and that is outside. The Marlins start a lefty tomorrow, Trevor Rogers, so the Rangers today are facing the first of 3 consecutive left-handed starters to oppose them. Andrew Heaney will go for the Rangers tomorrow. 2-1 to Grossman, batting right. And the pitch is swung on, ground ball left side. It is gloved at third by Berger on a high hop. He triggers the throw across to first in time, corner to corner, and he gets Grossman to end the inning. But 2 runs home on 4 hits and 2 men left. Middle of the 4th, the Rangers lead Miami 4-0 on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
With us today, a developer from SeatGeek. Quick question. My son's wedding clashes with the baseball game. Do you have an innovation to make him reschedule the wedding?
No, but you can sell your tickets on SeatGeek.
Interesting. What about selling a wedding invitation? I'm joking. Maybe.
Expect the expected. SeatGeek. Buy and sell Texas Rangers tickets on SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of the Texas Rangers.
Listen up, Rangers fans. Grab the official pizza of the Texas Rangers from 7-Eleven, starting at $1.79 for a slice or $8.49 for a whole. With 100% melty mozzarella and fluffy crust, get your 7th-inning snack break from 7-Eleven.
You're a friend, daughter, expert multitasker. Everyone counts on you, and you can count on us. Medical City Healthcare is here for you because taking care of your own health means you can be there for others. Learn more at medicalcityhealthcare.com.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Close out the series with a starter. On Wednesday, June 5th, when the Rangers wrap up their series against the Detroit Tigers, the first 15,000 fans will get a Nathan Eovaldi bobblehead, presented by TXU Energy. Get your tickets at Rangers.com.
Michael Lorenzen finally has some run support. The Rangers were averaging just 2 runs a game for him, but they've got 4 today and a 4-0 lead. Lorenzen starts the bottom of the 4th with a pitch outside to Nick Gordon, a curve that didn't curve. It's ball 1 to the left-handed batter. Gordon flied to deep right his first time up. He'll be followed by Tim Anderson and Otto Lopez. The 1-0 offering, swung on and missed, and the count is 1-1. The Rangers have lost 6 consecutive starts that Lorenzen has made, although he certainly hasn't pitched poorly. The pitch is swung on and fouled off to the left. He was a first-round pick by the Cincinnati Reds back in 2013. And of course, he played outfield part-time as a member of the Reds. 1-2, and there's a swing and a miss. He got him on a fastball at 95 on the inside part of the plate. So Lorenzen has punched out 4, 1 in each inning. He's working with a 4-0 lead. And the batter is Tim Anderson, who struck out looking his first time up. On Wednesday, the first 15,000 fans to the Ranger-Tiger game will get the Nathan Eovaldi bobblehead from TXU Energy. That's a 7:05 start, Rangers and Tigers. The pitch is fouled back. Tigers a game below 500 after losing to the Red Sox yesterday. Detroit at 28-29. 0-1, and that is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Tigers have had very good starting pitching this year. The Rangers will miss Reese Olson in the series. Olson, along with Tarek Skubal, has been the best the Tigers have to offer. 1-1. There's a swing and there's a bouncing ball to short. Corey Seager down for it, sweeps the sidearm throw to first, and there are two away. Jack Flaherty has pitched very well. The Rangers will likely see him on Tuesday, and it appears Kenta Maeda will probably be the Wednesday pitcher for Detroit, with Eovaldi going on Monday, Dane Dunning Tuesday, and Jose Ureña, if the Rangers stay in rotation, would go on Wednesday. Then on the weekend when the Giants come in, John Gray will probably come off the injured list. And that's a night game Friday, day game Saturday and Sunday, as Otto Lopez swings and misses. He singled his first time up. We definitely have a bigger crowd today than the 11,000 that were here last night, but still lots of bright blue seats visible all over the ballpark. And again, the upper deck does not appear to be open today. Lorenzen to the plate, and there's a strike. It is 0-2. Good sinker for Michael.
Lots of folks on that concourse out above the wall in left center.
Yeah, that seems to be the most intensely packed area. 0-2 pitch is a change and a swing and a miss. He struck him out. A 1-2-3 inning, first time today for either side. That's a Site Pro Equipment rental 1-2-3 no hassle inning. To the fifth we go. It's 4-0 Rangers on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
Whether it's a textbook double play or some infield magic, when the Texas Rangers turn 2 at Globe Life Field, you can turn it into a free McDouble the next day on the McDonald's app with a purchase of $2 or more. While you're on the app, be sure to check out other great deals. Go Rangers and get that double play. Valid through 9/22/24 for one-time use the day following a double play at home by the Rangers. Valid only at participating McDonald's in the Dallas-Fort Worth and Greater North Texas area. Must opt into rewards.
Balcones Distilling is the original Texas whiskey. Their baby blue corn whiskey and Texas pot still bourbon have long been game day favorites. But Balcones has also been leading the way in the American single malt movement since 2008. Their lineage Texas single malt and their Texas One single malt are layered with flavor. Made from 100% malted barley and aged to perfection by the Texas climate. Taste the whiskey that's defining a whole new category. Balcones Distilling, the official Texas whiskey of your Texas Rangers. Must be 21 or older. Please drink responsibly.
As an official partner of the Texas Rangers, Lockheed Martin is proud to be part of the rich heritage of the Rangers. We support the members of our armed forces safeguarding life and liberty. We're here to help them with their most important missions.
Bio-Advanced Tree and Shrub Protect and Feed is a game changer on defense. Emerald ash borers, whiteflies, nothing gets past the blue bottle. One application kills insects up to 1 year. Bio-Advanced, proud partner of the Texas Rangers.
Listen up, Rangers fans. Grab the official pizza of the Texas Rangers from 7-Eleven, starting at $1.79 for a slice or $8.49 for a whole. With 100% melty mozzarella and fluffy crust, get your 7th inning snack break from 7-Eleven.
The fifth inning is brought to you by Airstream of DFW, your North Texas RV value leader. Rangers 4, Marlins nothing. Adolis Garcia first up. Weathers' pitch swung on and popped up high in the air off to the left and back out of play. It is 0-1. Adolis struck out in the first and launched a sacrifice fly to deep right in the third. His 38th run batted in. He started the day 9th in the league. Here's the 0-1 offering. Adolis swings, dribbles one foul on the third base side, and it is 0-2. Hey, shop the Sherwin-Williams Memorial Day sale. Get 30% off paints and stains until June the 3rd. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. The 0-2 delivery, and that's off the plate outside. A changeup, and the count is 1-2. Weathers came over from the Padres at the trading deadline in 2023 in a deal for Garrett Cooper. 1-2 pitch inside 2-2. Seems to be a very good trade for the Marlins. Last year, after coming over in the deal, he pitched much better than he had been pitching for San Diego. 1-2. That's fought off foul to the right. With the Marlins last year, he had a 3.16 ERA, getting to start regularly over the last 2 months of the season. He had 11 starts. His dad, David Weathers, pitched for the Marlins and pitched for 8 other teams as well. He pitched in just under 1,000 big league games over 19 seasons. 2-2. Swing and a miss, and down goes Adolis Garcia. Let's check in with Mike Peasley.
All right, Eric, got a scoreboard update brought to you by Quick Trip. The Astros playing long ball today against Minnesota. Home runs from Kyle Tucker, Yordan Alvarez, and Jose Ureña, his first of the season. Astros lead the Twins 4-0 in the fifth. And Chris Sale's been one of the best pitchers in baseball, but not today. A's teed off against the Atlanta left-hander. 8 runs, 9 hits in 4 innings. A's in front of Atlanta right now, 8-3 in the fifth.
Thanks, Pease. Here's Duran. He swings and misses 0-1. Zeke has struck out and grounded out. Playing first base today as the starter for the 8th time this year. He was actually the Rangers' opening day first baseman. With Nate Lowe on the injured list. There's a swing and a one-hopper to the mound. Weathers gloves it cap high and lobs to first for the out. Remember, Jared Walsh and Ezekiel Duran were in something of a platoon at first base when the season began. 2 outs. Here's Langford. He struck out and reached on a ground ball base hit. Wyatt said he's got about 8 people here that he knows of from his hometown. Family tickets that he left for these games. And the pitch to him is high for a ball. He said the drive takes him between 5.5 and 6 hours. So it's nothing like it was in Tampa on the Rangers' first road stop of the year when half that town turned out. There's the 1-0, and that's in there for a strike. It is 1-1 on Langford.
It's a town of about 2,000 people, right?
Yeah. Farming community. 1-1 delivery, swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2. The game brought to you by Balcones Distilling. It is the original Texas whiskey. 4 runs, 9 hits for the Rangers. No runs, 5 hits for the Marlins. The 1-2 pitch is on the way, and Langford takes it high. 2 balls and 2 strikes, a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Weather's part of the youth movement on this club. They have the youngest pitching staff in baseball. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out on a changeup. That's 8 strikeouts for Weathers. His career high is 10 as he retires the side in order in the 5th, and after 4.5, it's 4-0 Rangers. On the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
Tropical Smoothie Cafe makes every day a getaway with bold flavors, better-for-you pairings, and fresh, made-to-order smoothies, bowls, and food. You're on Tropic Time now. Tropical Smoothie Cafe, proud to be the official smoothie of the Texas Rangers.
Hey Rangers fans, you could win $100,000 when the Rangers hit the target in right field. Download the Jackpocket Lottery app today and use the code BULLSEYE at checkout to enter for your chance at $100,000. That's code BULLSEYE for your chance at $100,000.
The Bio-Advanced Blue Bottle can turn your yard into a winner. Texas gardeners have trusted the Blue Bottle for decades. Our lineup kills insects, cures diseases, controls weeds, and more. Bio-Advanced, proud partner of the Texas Rangers.
With your choice of select sandwich, nugs, fries, and a drink, Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag is your go-to. Your nugget wingman. Your hot and crispy fried co-pilot.
Just like us. We're like the Bag Boys.
What?
Bag Boys, Bag Boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when we bring your food?
For a deal you can count on, bet on Biggie and choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Bag Boys, Bag Boys.
U.S. price and participation may vary. Includes choice of JVC or crispy chicken sandwich with 4-piece nugs, junior fry, and small soft drink. Third-party delivery pricing may be higher.
He's the ace from Alvin the Rangers lean on.
Nathan Eovaldi with the hardest fought 6 scoreless innings you'll see.
Nathan Eovaldi is straight up Texas. And on Wednesday, June 5th, we're immortalizing this Texan with his first Rangers bobblehead. You can get one if you're one of the first 15,000 fans at the ballpark to see the Rangers take on the Tigers. You'll go home with this Nathan Eovaldi bobblehead thanks to TXU Energy. Get your tickets at Rangers.com.
Michael Lorenzen working with a 4-0 Ranger lead will face Fortes, Chisholm, and De La Cruz in the second half of the 5th inning. Fortes, the number 9 batter, flied out to right with 2 on and 2 outs in the second. Lorenzen worked out of trouble in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Got a big double play ball in the 1st, stranded a couple of runners in the 2nd and the 3rd. And his first pitch here is swung on and missed. It is 0-1. Fortes out of Ole Miss, 4th round pick in 2018. He's from the Miami area. And Lorenzen pumps in a fastball to him. It is 0-2. He's a career .273 hitter. This is 4th year with the Marlins as a backup catcher. The 0-2, and that is low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Andrew Heaney tomorrow against Trevor Rogers, a couple of veteran lefties who are each 1-6 for the year. Heaney's win coming as a reliever his last time out on Tuesday, piggybacking with Nathan Eovaldi. 1-2, a lunging cut and a miss, and that's 6 strikeouts for Michael Lorenzen today as he works with the 4-0 lead. And next Saturday, June 8th, you can show up and show off your HBCU pride with a community night ticket. You get an exclusive Texas Rangers HBCU cap. It's the Rangers and Giants. A portion of the proceeds go to the Tom Joyner Foundation. That's a 3 o'clock game. And you only get that cap if you buy your tickets at Rangers.com/community nights. Here's Jazz Chisholm. He takes a strike. He has singled and lined out to second base. Chisholm taking over in the leadoff spot where Luis Arraez had handled the honors for the Marlins last year. 0-2. Arraez, of course, a batting champ. And leading the major leagues in hitting again this year. Playing with San Diego now. He's batting .342. 0-2 pitch. And that is low. Second in the National League batting race and the Major League batting race, a guy with whom we are quite familiar, Jurickson Profar, who's batting .330 this year. San Diego with the top 2. 1-2, swung on and lifted high and foul down the left field line. In the American League, the same team has the top 2 qualifiers as well. The Kansas City Royals with Salvador Perez at .321 and Bobby Witt Jr. at .315. 1-2. Here comes Lorenzen, and he just missed outside with a change. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Chisholm. 1 out here, bottom of the 5th. Rangers on top 4-0. They scored 2 in the 3rd and 2 in the 4th. And the ball has not left the ballpark today. The pitch just missed down low. Remember, the Rangers have homered in 14 straight games. The club record is 27 straight games, which, when it was set in 2002, was a major league record. 3-2. There's a swing, and there's a soft one-hopper out to Seager in short center. He launches the throw to first in time to get Chisholm. As the Rangers had Chisholm played perfectly with Seager as far over toward the middle as he's allowed to go. And he gloved that ball on one hop on the outfield turf. Chisholm, a fast man, thrown out. And Lorenzen now has retired 6 in a row, his longest such stretch of the game. And here's Brian De La Cruz, who has walked and singled.
You know, Arraez was 4 for 5 with the Padres yesterday. It's the 4th game since joining San Diego where he's had 4 hits.
He's amazing. The pitch is inside. It is ball 1.
His first game with the Padres was a 4-hit game.
He defies explanation. That pitch is in there for a strike, and the count is 1-1. He's very versatile defensively, plays a lot of positions. You can bat him anywhere in the order. He just keeps getting hits. 2 outs, nobody on here. The pitch from Lorenzen is swung on and missed.
256 plate appearances for Arraez this year. He has struck out only 15 times.
He is a throwback, to say the least.
No question.
He has 82 hits coming into the day. Nobody else with more than 75. There's a swing and a foul ball back. Mookie Betts with 75, ranking 2nd in the National League. The American League leader is Bobby Witt Jr. with 74. One ball, 2 strikes. The count here on De La Cruz. Josh Bell would be next. Lorenzen unwinds, lets it fly, and swung on and popped up behind the plate. Kisner may have a play. He has room, and he's got it in between the Marlins logo and the backstop, and it is another 1-2-3 no hassle inning brought to you by Site Pro Equipment Rental. 5 innings in the books, 4-0. The Rangers lead the Marlins on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
straight from the grill pits at Sweet Baby Ray's. Our brand new Ray's no sugar added barbecue sauce isn't thin or watery like other low carb barbecue sauces because it's made by Sweet Baby Ray's, where flavor always comes first, which means the world finally has a no sugar added barbecue sauce that's actually worth eating. Thick, sweet, and smoky with no added sugars. It's the perfect choice no matter what's on the menu. Find Ray's no sugar added barbecue sauces on grocery shelves near Sweet Baby Ray's or visit Ray'sNoSugarAdded.com.
Now, deep flies to Straightaway Center aren't limited to just Globe Life Field. The Texas Rangers and Arlington Golf have partnered to open Texas Rangers Golf Club. It's a must-see for Rangers fans and golf enthusiasts alike, and it was named Renovation of the Year in the U.S. by Golf Inc. magazine. Texas Rangers Golf Club is ideally situated just 2 miles north of Globe Life Field. Amenities include overseated tees and fairways, and one of the largest practice areas in DFW. Visit TexasRangersGolfClub.com for course info, hole-by-hole tours, and tee times.
Hey Rangers fans, it's your turn to be a champion. Throw your weekend a curveball and get in the game at Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, the official casino and resort of the Texas Rangers. Play a perfect game at the blackjack table or in our state-of-the-art poker room. Experience Major League exhilaration with an epic live concert, or celebrate your W at one of our world-class bars and lounges. However you play, get ready to walk off a winner at Choctaw Casinos and Resorts.
Your Texas Rangers know the sweet taste of victory, and as their official supply chain management partner, PGL wins every day. If you'd like to share that victory with us, PGL is hiring. Visit gopgl.com and click Careers.
All right, top half of the 6th inning, Rangers are up 4-0. Weathers deals and misses away to Josh Smith for ball 1. Smith batting 7th in the order. 2 for 2, a bunt single back in the 2nd, and then a solid single to right and a run scored in the 4th. This pitch comes in low, and the count now 2 balls and no strikes. Rangers lefties in the lineup today, Smith and Corey Seager, are a combined 5 for 5 against a guy who was holding lefties to a 128 batting average. Here's a swing and a miss on a sinking fastball, and the count now 2 balls and 1 strike. Josh has extended his hitting streak to 5 games. He's 7 for his last 17. His season's on base percentage of .374, currently 7th best in the American League. Here comes the 2-1, swing and a miss. Change up that time. And the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Taveras on deck and then Kisner after him. Rangers with 4 runs on 9 hits. Miami no runs, 5 hits and 1 error. Here's the 2-2. Check swing. The pitch is outside. And so a full count now to Josh Smith. Infield playing Josh slightly to pull. Here comes the 3-2. A swing and a miss. He struck him out. Got him with a changeup, and that's 9 strikeouts now for Weathers, just 1 shy of his season and career best. He had recorded 10 strikeouts against the Giants earlier this year, that back on April the 16th. So he's 1 away from that. And we get to watch Leody Taveras here. 0 for 2 today, swinging from the right side. And he looks at a pitch that's away for ball 1. Leody is struck out. He was also out on a ground ball. Fine play by shortstop Tim Anderson. Threw him out from a knee. The 1-0, swing and a miss. The change up again. And that levels the count here to 1 ball and 1 strike. Berger playing even with the base path at third, playing about a dozen or so feet off the line. Here comes the 1-1. And that pitch misses, maybe a little bit in, to make it 2 balls and a strike. There is activity behind Weathers out in the bullpen, as this pitch scrapes the corner on the outside, and the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. The lefty Nardi had been throwing, but now they get a right-hander going, and that right-hander is Huáscar Brazoban. Just added to the ball club at the beginning of this series. 2-2 pitch, check swing, but that's in there for a called 3rd strike. Fastball on the inside corner, and so he's equaled that season and career best with 10 punch-outs here today. So 2 gone in the inning, and that brings up Andrew Kisner. Rangers baseball brought to you by Globe Life. Everyone has beneficiaries. Not everyone has life insurance. Globe Life, who's your beneficiary? First offering to Kisner. A swing and a foul for strike one. Kisner singled and scored in the third and then drove in a run with a sac fly to fairly deep right. That was in the fourth, so he's 1 for 1 with a run and a run batted in. Here comes Weathers with the 1-strike pitch. That's low and away, and Kisner lays off. So make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Infield, just a slight pull shift, so too in the outfield. The 1-1 is taken toward the top of the zone for a strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to the right-handed hitting Andrew Kisner. Weathers slowly into his motion. Little pause in the middle, and he delivers the 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. The changeup again doing its job. He has 11 strikeouts, a new career best. He has fanned the last 4 and 5 of the last 6. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Weathers. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Rangers still lead 4-0 on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
Seasons change. Why not your tech? Upgrade now during the Dell Technologies Summer Sale event and save on select PCs like the XPS 16 powered by Intel Core processors. You'll be able to bring your most intensive projects to life with built-in AI, minimalistic design, immersive visuals, and cinematic audio. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to exceptional tech and electronics plus free shipping on everything. Amazing prices await you for a limited time only at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit NoTimeToWait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Balcones Distilling is the original Texas whiskey. Their baby blue corn whiskey and Texas pot still bourbon have long been game day favorites. But Balcones has also been leading the way in the American single malt movement since 2008. Their lineage Texas single malt and their Texas One single malt are layered with flavor. Made from 100% malted barley and aged to perfection by the Texas climate. Taste the whiskey that's defining a whole new category. Balcones Distilling, the official Texas whiskey of your Texas Rangers. Must be 21 or older. Please drink responsibly.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Texas Rangers and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Rangers Baseball, LLC.
All right, heart of the order coming up for the Marlins here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Rangers leading it 4-0. Josh Bell first up. Bell is 0 for 2. He's hit into a double play and reached on a fielder's choice as Lorenzen starts him off with a pitch that's up top for ball 1. Seager up the middle here as the Rangers play Bell to pull in the infield. This pitch is also high, and it's now 2 balls and no strikes. Bell 8 for his last 19 and hitting .333 over the last 17 games. This pitch misses. And so the count now at 3 balls and no strikes to Bell. And Bell has played in every game. The only Marlin to do so as the 3-0 pitch is off the mark, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to Bell. Lorenzen walked De La Cruz on 4 pitches. That was back in the first inning. Those are the only 2 free passes issued by Lorenzen here today. And this ends a string of 7 in a row set down by Lorenzen. So Bell is on board here for Jesus Sanchez, who looks at this first pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. Sanchez struck out swinging in the first and then looped a single out into left field in the third. So he's 1 for 2 after his terrific day yesterday when he was 3 for 3 with 2 doubles and a home run. Here's a shot down the right field line, but that hook's foul high into the lower seating bowl, not too far from the right field foul pole. 0-2 the count to Sanchez. Sanchez, left-handed hitter, ranks third in the National League in average exit velocity. Here's a swing and a foul ball back into the netting. Foul balls don't count, but he pummeled that pitch. His average exit velo this year just a little over 94 miles per hour. So the count remains 0-2. The pitch, swing and a foul tip. Sanchez was just chasing a foul ball there, hoping to make contact to spoil it, as his decision to swing came late, but he stays alive here at 0-2. Sanchez, with his 1-for-2 effort today, is now 6 for his last 10, with 2 doubles and 2 home runs. Again, the 0-2. Check swing. That pitch is down and in. He got all tied up on that cutter thrown by Lorenzen. Almost swung. And that makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hard to tell, but it doesn't look like there's any activity behind Lorenzen out of the Ranger bullpen and right. The 1-2 pitch in there for a called third strike. Top of the zone, inside corner. Sanchez doesn't like the call by Nick Lentz, but he gets rung up here, and it's the 7th strikeout for Michael Lorenzen. The 1 gone here in the bottom of the 6th. Hey, jump into spring with Steel Battery Tools. From mowers and blowers to trimmers and more, find real steel at steeldealers.com. That's STIHL dealers.com. First pitch here to Berger, a swing and a miss, strike 1. Berger singled in the 2nd and then struck out in the 3rd. He's 1 for 2. 1 on, 1 out, bottom of the 6th. The Rangers leading here by 4. Lorenzen kicks and fires, bounces this one in. Kisner stops it. It rolls a little ways up the third baseline, but Bell not going to risk it there. Stays at first, and the count to Berger at 1 ball and 1 strike. All right, Lorenzen has given the Rangers at least 6 innings of work in every start but his initial start against the Tigers, as he fires low here with the sinking fastball. And the count at 2 balls and a strike. In his first start, April the 15th against Detroit, 5 shutout innings. The 2-1 hit on the ground to short. Seager up with it to second for 1. Simeon to first. It is in time for the double play. A late call by Will Little. He wanted to be sure, but he calls him out. It's a 6-4-3 twin killing, and that'll wrap up the bottom of the 6th. To the 7th we go, with Texas leading 4-0 on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
Looking for your ticket to adventure? Look no further than Airstream of DFW, your premier destination for Airstreams in Texas. Explore the largest selection of Airstreams with the greatest deals of the year. From sleek and compact models to spacious and family-friendly options, we have the perfect Airstream to match your unique travel dreams. Stay cool this summer inside our air-conditioned 40,000 square foot showroom. And for a limited time only, receive a $5,000 rebate on 2023 Airstream Interstates. Visit us at airstreamdfw.com.
3 bands, 1 stadium. Journey, Def Leppard, the Steve Miller Band, 3 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame icons, their biggest hits. Together, August 12th, Globe Life Field. Tickets on sale now at DefLeppardJourney2024.com.
As the official emergency response team of the Texas Rangers, American Medical Response is proud to deliver standby medical services for players, employees, and fans alike. Whether on base, on deck, or in the stands, we're ready to provide care at a moment's notice. To learn more, visit amr.net.
Community Coffee is the official coffee and preferred tea partner of the Texas Rangers. When we began in 1919, we didn't set out to just make great coffee. We set out to make something that would bring out the best in people. Whether it's the start of someone's day, the middle, or the end, if what we could bring to the table could bring out the best in others, well, who wouldn't want to share a cup of that? Community Coffee, strong as our roots.
All right, right, we return to a chorus of boos. That's BOOS, in case you were wondering. We almost didn't have the end of the bottom of the sixth inning there because the Marlins challenged the call at first, and just before we came back from break, the call came back from New York City that Berger was indeed out at first base, so the Marlins have lost their challenge. It goes in the books as a 6-4-3 double play, and that video review brought to you by BioAdvanced. BioAdvanced provides advanced solutions for your lawn and garden. Get more from the blue bottle. It was a very close call, but the ball had just gotten into the back of Ezekiel Duran's glove, and Berger's spikes were maybe a half an inch above the bag, if that. So it's the second double play into which the Marlins have hit today, which means that for Michael Lorenzen, he has now induced 9 ground ball double plays this season, with what is now today 6 shutout innings of work. So the Rangers do go into the top of the 7th here with a 4-0 lead, and we have a new pitcher in the ballgame for Miami in left-hander Andrew Nardi. So Nardi making his first appearance of this series. He warmed up in the ballgame yesterday, but did not come into play. So our first look here at Nardi, and the Rangers will have the top third of the order due with Semien, Seager, and Grossman. Nardi on for the 27th time has pitched to a 5.14 ERA. He's allowed 20 hits in 21 innings. He's walked 7 and struck out 27. Opponents hitting .250 against him, and his first pitch to Marcus Semien is in for a strike. Marcus is 1 for 3. He singled off the glove of Josh Bell his last time up. Here's the 0-1, and that pitch is inside. So make it 1 ball and 1 strike here to Semien. Well, a strong finish for Ryan Weathers as he struck out the last 4 batters he faced and puts up a career best 11 strikeouts today as Semien drills one deep into left. Gordon going back. It's over his head. It's low off the wall. Has a funny kick high into the air. Semien is easily into second here with a leadoff double. That ball hit. There's a little padding along the fence out in left field that goes up maybe 2 feet. And then there's fencing which has padding along the rails. But that hit just above that. Well, actually, as we see it on the replay, it hit the track and then hit the padding and then went straight up in the air. So forget all that other stuff I was saying. It's a double for Semien. Here's Seager, who swings and grounds one over first. That's a fair ball. Fielded by Bell. He'll take it to the bag. Seager is retired for the first time today, but that ground ball out will move Semien on to third. So a double, a ground ball to move the runner. Rangers up 4-0 with a runner at third and 1 out for Robbie Grossman. And Robbie with one of the biggest hits in the ballgame so far today, if not the biggest hit. His RBI double in the third gave Texas a 1-0 lead. Infield drawn in here as Nardi deals a high strike, 0-1 to the switch hitting Robbie Grossman. So Grossman, his first RBI this season as a Ranger, his 5th of the year. Again, facing a drawn-in infield. He awaits the 0-1. Nardi fires, and it's up and in, bending Grossman off the dish. Make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Outfield playing straight up here as Grossman awaits the 1-1. And that pitch just a little outside. So make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Nardi sets. He hides his glove just above his left hip. Delivers a fastball here for a strike, and the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And despite Weathers achieving a career high in strikeouts, he's on the hook for the loss here. If his Marlins can't come back, the 2-2 is swing and a foul. That pitch was up, and it seemed to jam Robbie a little bit, but he got a piece of it to knock it back. He hangs in here at 2-2. Adolis Garcia is on deck. The Marcus Semien double is the 10th hit of the afternoon for the Rangers. Here's another 2-2 pitch. Swinging a drive, but foul. Hit well down the left field line, but also way foul back up into the seats. And so the count remains here 2 balls and 2 strikes. Into the glove goes Nardi. Home with a 2-2. Swinging a ball hit back up the middle. Base hit for Grossman. Through the drawn-in infield, Semien trots in to score, and the Rangers lead it 5-0. So Robbie Grossman with a pair of hits and a pair of runs batted in. He's making a strong bid to be our post-game guest today.
Yeah, unless TV steals him from us. He has staked the claim.
And Nardi will get a visit here. And it's the skipper, Skip Schumacher, who will take him out. So he faces the minimum 3. And he'll go to the bullpen for the right-hander here to face Adolis Garcia. Texas leads at 5-0. Runner at first, 1 out. And as the new hurler warms up, we pause for this on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
Luxor Staffing, official staffing partner of the Texas Rangers, has hundreds of open positions in warehouse distribution, manufacturing, and more. Come work with some of DFW's best employers. Great pay, excellent benefits, multiple shifts, and endless opportunities for promotion. Luxor has 10 convenient locations in DFW ready to find a perfect job for you. All Luxor offices have experienced bilingual professionals ready to help you now. Visit us online today at luxorstaffing.com and find the office closest to you. Apply today and work tomorrow for Luxor Staffing, DFW's premier staffing agency.
Hey Rangers fans, looking to add some championship flavor to your game day grub? Grab a bottle or 2 of the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Texas Rangers. Whether you're grilling out, tailgating, or enjoying the game at home, the original Louisiana brand hot sauce adds the perfect kick of flavor to all your game day favorites, like wings, tacos, nachos, and more. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. Flavor favors the bold.
The Texas Lottery presents Now That's What I Call Hits, with hit songs like Give Me That Money, 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 and Winner Winner Chicken Dinner.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
That's right. With hit scratch tickets from the Texas Lottery, you can have an instant hit on your hands. Like the old classic, Ain't That Some Luck?
Well, ain't that some luck?
You can hit it big with big cash prizes. So play today.
Must be 18 or older. Play responsibly.
All right, the native of Petaluma, California, Anthony Bender, coming on to pitch here for the Marlins. And Bender coming on for the 25th time. He's 1-2 with a 5.56 ERA, and he enters a situation where his club trails by 5. He's got Grossman at first with 1 out, and he goes up against Adolis Garcia, who looks at a pitch that's outside for ball 1. Adolis 0 for 2, drilled a sac fly to the warning track and right back in the 3rd to produce his 38th run batted in this season. Good lead at first for Grossman. Bender, the right-hander, off the first base side of the rubber, fires, and with this sinking fastball, he hits the inside corner for a strike to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Bender putting the glove down by his right hip, and as he does so, time called here by Adolis Garcia. Now everyone ready, and the 1-1. And that pitch is in there for a strike. Sinker down around the bottom of the zone. So make it a ball and 2 strikes here to Adolis. Bender basically a sinker slider pitcher. The 1-2 popped up, foul, first base side. This one will make its way into the seats as Adolis hangs in there. Bender this year has thrown his sinking fastball a little more than 50% of the time, and his sweeping slider about 42-43% of the time. Gets a few more ground balls than average, not an extreme ground ball pitcher. Again, the 1-2. A swing and a miss. There's that sweeper that takes care of Adolis. So Adolis, 3 strikeouts today, plus the sac fly. 2 men are out here in the top of the 7th. Ezekiel Duran will see a pinch hitter here for him as Nathaniel Lowe will take the at-bat. And we check in with Mike Peasley.
All right, Hicksy, Aces Update brought to you by Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, where the players play. And, Hicksy, I'm not sure what you and Eric are doing after the game tonight. Not like there's anything to do in Miami on a Saturday night. But if you're interested, pretty good pitching matchup in Philly. Phillies and the Cardinals, Sonny Gray against Ranger Suarez. Suarez trying to bounce back from that last start against Colorado. He's 9-1. Sonny Gray is 7-2. Pretty good stuff there tonight in Philly.
Definitely an Aces matchup, as the first offering to the pinch hitter Nathaniel Lowe is outside for ball 1.
There's a hockey game.
There is
here tonight
of some import. The 1-0, swing and a foul up and out of play on the left side, and the count now at 1 ball and 1 strike. Lowe batting .256, 2 homers, 17 runs batted in. Interesting to learn in our interview with Jake Berger of his friendship with Matthew Tkachuk. 2 guys that grew up in the St. Louis area. 1-1 pitch, that's down and in. So make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Panthers engaged with the Rangers in NHL's Eastern Conference Finals. The set. And the 2-1. Swing and a ball lifted high into the air, but well fouling out of play down the left field line. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. You grew up wanting to be the Rangers announcer, and you became the Rangers announcer.
Not the Rangers who I thought I'd be working for.
Wrong sport.
But I left that allegiance long ago when the Minnesota North Stars moved to Dallas.
2-2 the count. The pitch to Lowe, a swing and a miss, a punchy cut at a pitch that was down. So Lowe strikes out, and that'll do it for Texas here in the 7th. But the Rangers had to their advantage. They get a run on 2 hits and leave a man. 7th inning stretch time here in Miami, and the Rangers are up 5-0 on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
When you're hungry and you want it quick, what you want is Golden Chick. Tasty chicken made the golden way. Delicious food you'll crave every day.
Golden Chick is the official partner of your world champion Texas Rangers. In fact, their support of the Rangers has been going strong for 6 years now. As sponsors of the Dot Race, presenting the Junior Rangers official kids club and more, Golden Chick is and will always be true blue Rangers fans. Let's go Rangers.
Golden Chick.
My kids are my biggest fans. Sometimes during a game, I look up to see them smile at me. That gives me all the motivation I need to be the best. I want to make them proud. I want to set an example. I want them to know they can do anything they set their mind to if they work hard. Hugging my kids on the field after winning the World Series will always be one of my best moments. I'm Jonah Heim, and my kids are my beneficiaries.
Globe Life is the official life insurance of the Texas Rangers.
Who's your beneficiary?
There's nothing more important than your family and your home. So when you notice signs of foundation problem, it's time to contact Olshan. They'll evaluate your home for free and get you the answers that you need.
Since 1933, Olshan Foundation Solutions has led the way with highly skilled and certified technicians, innovative technologies, and a warranty you can depend on.
Take care of what matters most. Contact Olshan for a free estimate today.
And visit olshanfoundation.com.
Call 972-238-1600 for more.
We are in the clubhouse, on the field. We are here for you, all 162 and more. Nobody covers Rangers baseball like your home of the Rangers. 105.3 The Fan.
Nick Gordon leads it off for Miami here in the 7th. The Rangers are up 5-0, and Michael Lorenzen is back out here. He has tossed 6 shutout innings so far in his first pitch to Gordon. Comes in low for ball 1. Gordon 0 for 2 is lined out to the warning track in right. He has also struck out. Now the 1-0. And that pitch just a little inside, so make it 2 balls and no strikes. Lorenzen, 93 pitches through 6, so he's up to 95. This next offering gets popped up down the left field line, but bending foul makes its way over the netting and into the seats. So 2-1 now the count to Gordon. The MLB Ballpark app will complete your next visit to your favorite ballpark. You can buy and manage game tickets, redeem offers, access exclusive content, and much more. Download the MLB Ballpark app today. Here's a fastball swing and a miss. And the count to Gordon at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Michael Lorenzen kicks and deals. And here's a chopper near the mound. Lorenzen back into his left has it. And a little hard underhand flip over to Lowe now at first base. Takes care of Gordon. Lowe staying in the game to play at first after pinch hitting for Ezekiel Duran, the only defensive change here for Texas. And that brings up Tim Anderson. And we pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
Your home of Texas Rangers baseball. KRLD-FM and HD1 Dallas-Fort Worth. We are 105.3 The Fan.
All right, Bruce Bochy out to the mound, and that's going to be all for Lorenzen, as we have him at 98 pitches. He'll exit, and racing in from the bullpen in right is Jose Leclerc. So with 1 out, nobody on, and the Rangers up 5-0, and Leclerc getting loose on the hill. We'll pause for this on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
Hey Rangers fans, you could win $100,000 when the Rangers hit the target in right field. Download the Jackpocket Lottery app today and use the code BULLSEYE at checkout to enter for your chance at $100,000. That's code BULLSEYE for your chance at $100,000.
You're a friend, daughter, expert multitasker. Everyone counts on you, and you can count on us. Medical City Healthcare is here for you because taking care of your own health means you can be there for others. Learn more at medicalcityhealthcare.com.
Straight from the grill pits at Sweet Baby Ray's, our brand new Ray's no sugar added barbecue sauce isn't thin or watery like other low carb barbecue sauces because it's made by Sweet Baby Ray's, where flavor always comes first, which means the world finally has a no sugar added barbecue sauce that's actually worth eating. Thick, sweet, and smoky with no added sugars. It's the perfect choice no matter what's on the menu. Find Ray's no sugar added barbecue sauces on grocery shelves near Sweet Baby Ray's or visit raysnosugaradded.com.
Lawn mowed, garden tilled, fence mended, flowering dogwood planted. The landowner's version of hitting for the cycle. While it might not be as difficult as hitting a 98-mile-per-hour fastball, it demands high-performance Kubota equipment. Kubota Tractor Corporation is the official on-field equipment partner of the Texas Rangers. Our tractors, mowers, sidekick utility vehicles, and construction equipment have the power, versatility, and durability to get every job done right. Visit your local Kubota dealer to demo equipment today. Kubota, together we do more.
All right, it's Jose Leclerc first out of the bullpen for the Rangers today, and this helpful call to the bullpen brought to you by your North Texas Honda dealers. Leclerc's first pitch is a strike here to Tim Anderson. Anderson is struck out and grounded to short, 0 for 2. Leclerc always from the stretch with the 0-1 pitch. There's a check swing. Did he go? Rangers appeal, and a strike according to Will Little down at first. So Anderson behind in the count here at 0-2. Leclerc on for the 23rd time in a stretch, a good stretch right now. Here's a check swing again on a pitch that's away. That's the Slombio. This time Anderson checks his swing, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Leclerc has not given up a run over his last 4 appearances, a span of 5 2/3 innings. The 1-2 is swinging a foul ball straight back. He went to the fastball that time. And we keep it at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Leclerc for the year, 3 wins, 3 losses, 1 save, and a 5.18 earned run average. And over these last 4 outings, he's given up just 1 hit. The 1-2 is bounced foul. That's into the Miami dugout. So the count holds here with Lopez waiting on deck. So a terrific outing by Michael Lorenzen here today. 6 1/3 shutout innings. He throws 98 pitches and stands to win what would be his 3rd decision this year. The 1-2 fouled back off the top of the screen. It goes over the screen and into the seats down below. Leclerc began the year as the Rangers closer, picked up 1 save on April the 6th against Houston. Look out, this pitch is up and in, and turning away from that pitch is Anderson. Makes it 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 2-2 swing and a chopper foul. This one off the plate. It spins over in front of the Marlins dugout. Leclerc has had his moments this year, and he's had some stretches that he'd like to forget. Second outing this year against the Cubs, he gave up 4 runs in just 2/3 of an inning. But he also had a stretch from April the 12th through May the 6th in which he did not give up a run over the course of 8 consecutive appearances. And here a swing and struck out 13 times, and now Marlins batters have struck out 8 times. Lorenzen had 7 punch-outs in his 6 1/3. Those 7 strikeouts tying a season high for him. Here's Lopez now as he looks at a pitch that's low and away. 4-1. Lopez has singled and struck out. The set by Leclerc and the 1-0 pitch. And that one just missed a little outside to make it 2 balls and no strikes. Rangers baseball brought to you by the original Louisiana brand hot sauce. Bring the heat. 2 out, nobody on, bottom of the 7th. Rangers leading 5-0. The 2-0 fastball swing and a miss. Big rip taken there by Lopez. The count now at 2-1. Nick Fortes, the catcher, is on deck. Leclerc steadies and delivers. And that pitch is in there for a strike. Inner half of the plate, 2-2 now to Lopez. Marlins got 5 hits in the first 3 innings. They haven't had any since. As Leclerc holds, now kicks and fires, and that ball is popped up right side, low, giving chase into foul ground, but this one a good dozen rows back up in the seats. And so we stay here at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tomorrow, final game in this 3-game series. It gets underway 12:40 Central Time. A couple of lefties going at it tomorrow. Andrew Heaney for the Rangers, Trevor Rogers for the Marlins. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Got him with the Slombio. So the combination of Lorenzen and Leclerc, they put together a Site Pro Equipment Rentals 1-2-3 no hassle inning as we head to the 8th from Miami. Rangers 5, Marlins nothing on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
He's the ace from Alvin the Rangers lean on.
Nathan Eovaldi with the hardest fought 6 scoreless innings you'll see.
Nathan Eovaldi is straight up Texas. And on Wednesday, June 5th, we're immortalizing this Texan with his first Rangers bobblehead. You can get one if you're one of the first 15,000 fans at the ballpark to see the Rangers take on the Tigers. You'll go home with this Nathan Eovaldi bobblehead thanks to TXU Energy. Get your tickets at Rangers.com.
It's time to turn your sports knowledge into cash with PlayScore, a brand new game where you can win 35 times your money by simply picking which players will perform better. Trout versus Seager, Judge versus Ohtani, Soto versus Freeman. Pick who's going to score more fantasy points and you win. Download PlayScore in the App Store today. That's PlayScore with the Q. PLAYSQOR. It's time to make your picks and win with PlayScore.
Looking for your ticket to adventure? Look no further than Airstream of DFW, your premier destination for Airstreams in Texas. Explore the largest selection of Airstreams with the greatest deals of the year. From sleek and compact models to spacious and family-friendly options, we have the perfect Airstream to match your unique travel dreams. Stay cool this summer inside our air-conditioned 40,000 square foot showroom. And for a limited time only, receive a $5,000 rebate on 2023 Airstream Interstates. Visit us at airstreamdfw.com.
As the official emergency response team of the Texas Rangers, American Medical Response is proud to deliver standby medical services for players, employees, and fans alike. Whether on base, on deck, or in the stands, we're ready to provide care at a moment's notice. To learn more, visit amr.net.
Well, this afternoon here in Miami, the Rangers are up 5-0. Robbie Grossman with a couple of hits and a couple of runs batted in. Corey Seager, 3 for 4, has scored a run, and Michael Lorenzen, 6 1/3 shutout innings in line for the win. We go to the 8th inning. Just recalled from AAA is the big right-hander Huascar Brazoban. He'll come into pitch here for the Marlins to face Wyatt Langford to start the 8th inning. And for the play-by-play, here's Eric.
All right, thanks very much, Matt. Langford takes one outside. It is ball 1 from Brazoban, who makes his first big league appearance of this year, his 78th career appearance. He was in the big leagues part of last year and the year before. And Langford rips a liner foul down the left field line on the second pitch. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Huascar, Huascar, Brazoban from the Dominican Republic. He'll face Langford, Smith, and Taveras. The 1-1 offering, that is outside. So Bender faced 2 batters, struck them both out. Nardi faced 3 batters, retired 1 of them, gave up 2 hits and a run. 2-1 the pitch, and Langford fouls it away. Langford has struck out, singled and scored, and struck out again. Brazoban throws a fastball, cutter, and changeup. And he is no young prospect. He's 34 years of age. There's a swing, and there's a pop-up foul back upstairs. Brazoban listed at 6'3" and 155 pounds. I'd say they're off by about 50 on the weight.
At least.
That might have been his signing weight, but that was 18 years ago. And the pitch is in there for a strike. And down goes Langford. And there is a 1 away here. Rangers on top 5-0. They have out-hit the Marlins 11-5. The ball has stayed in the ballpark, so the Rangers' 14-game home run streak is on the line. Josh Smith is up next. He's 2 for 3, 2 singles, and a strikeout. All 3 of his at-bats against the left-handed starter Weathers. And the pitch is outside for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch is outside. Oh, we get a late strike call. Make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Coming into the game, the Rangers' batting average against lefties was .230. Their OPS just .640. And the pitch is high and outside. Against righties, a .244 batting average and a .715 OPS. And Bruce Bochy was asked today if he's got to find some answers against left-handed pitching. He said, right now, I've got to find answers against right-handed pitching, too. As Smith hits a high pop foul along the left field line, up against the side wall. Gordon makes the catch, just barely had room in foul territory. To retire Josh Smith for the second out of the 8th. 5-0 the Rangers are leading. Hey, Ranger fans, if the Rangers hit the Jack Pocket Hit It Here sign, located in right field at Globe Life Field, a lucky Ranger fan could win $100,000. Download the Jack Pocket Lottery app. Enter the code BULLSEYE at checkout. Here's Leote, and he lets one go by outside for ball 1. Taveras has struck out twice and grounded out, batting in the number 8 spot in the order today. Here's the pitch, and that is low. 2 balls and no strikes. Andrew Kisner, the on-deck batter. Brazoban, the 4th pitcher of the day for the Marlins. Ryan Weathers, the starter, is on the hook. He gave up 4 runs in 6 innings. The 2-0 offering. Outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Tomorrow at 12:40 start. Our broadcast begins at noon. Andrew Heaney, who pitched his first 5 big league games with the Marlins. His first 5 starts, his first 7 appearances back in 2014. To go against lefty Trevor Rogers, a former first-round pick of the Marlins. And the pitch is inside to Leote as he grabs a 2-out walk. That's the first walk picked up by a Ranger hitter today. Ranger pitchers have walked 2. And the batter is Kisner, who was singled in the 3rd, scored the first run of the game, had a sacrifice fly in the 4th, and a strikeout in the 6th. Brazoban delivers, and Kisner fouls it off to the left. It is 0-1. Roy Kisner came into the game 1 for 19 against lefties this year, but had that big base hit to ignite the 2-run 3rd inning rally. Rangers with 2 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th, and 1 in the 7th. And the pitch to Kisner, swung on and missed. Throw back to first, and diving back in is Leote. There are 2 outs in the inning. as Langford struck out and Smith fouled out before Taveras drew the 4-pitch walk. But now Kisner is looking up at an 0-2 count. Kisner calls time, steps away from the plate. He's the number 9 batter today. Marcus Semien on deck. Semien, one of several Rangers with multiple hit games today. The 0-2, way outside. Semien with 2 hits, Seager with 3. Josh Smith with 2 hits. Kisner bidding for his second of the day. The count is 1-2. Leote's got a pretty big lead. He's running. The pitch is swung on, and it is fouled back. Leote taken off there. Did not appear to have the greatest jump. He has 5 stolen bases this year. He's been caught twice. The Rangers as a team have just 24 steals. They are tied for last in the American League with the team they're about to play on Monday, the Tigers. The Tigers are losing in Boston today 6-1. That one's in the top of the 8th. Detroit would fall 2 games under 500 with a loss, and Boston would get 2 games over. There's a throw to first, and Taveras is back. Reese Olson, the starter for Detroit today. Criswell for Boston. 1-2. There goes the runner, and the pitch is fouled back. And another baseball tossed out to Brazuban. Baltimore leading Tampa Bay 9-5. And that one is in the top of the 7th inning in Baltimore. And in that wild slugfest in Atlanta, the A's are now ahead of the Braves 10-9. Miguel Andujar with a home run for Oakland. He has come off the injured list in the last week and really given the A's offense a lift. He had to make their team in spring training and then got hurt. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Kisner out on a high, hard one at 96. And that ends the Ranger 8th. No runs, no hits, a walk, and 1 left. We're going to the bottom of the 8th with Texas leading Miami 5-0 on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
Lawn mowed, garden tilled, fence mended, flowering dogwood planted. The landowner's version of hitting for the cycle. While it might not be as difficult as hitting a 98-mile-per-hour fastball, it demands high-performance Kubota equipment. Kubota Tractor Corporation is the official on-field equipment partner of the Texas Rangers. Our tractors, mowers, sidekick utility vehicles, and construction equipment have the power, versatility, and durability to get every job done right. Visit your local Kubota dealer to demo equipment today. Kubota, together we do more.
You're a friend, daughter, expert multitasker. Everyone counts on you, and you can count on us. Medical City Healthcare is here for you because taking care of your own health means you can be there for others. Learn more at medicalcityhealthcare.com.
It's a new era for the World Series champion Texas Rangers.
It is done!
Every game is a chance to once again
3 straight home runs!
Witness greatness. Every swing, every pitch, every play.
They got him!
The Rangers defend their title, and you can see it all on Bally Sports. No other network gets you this close to the team of Texas. Bally Sports is your home for Rangers baseball.
Quick Trip takes taco time seriously. Specifically, your taco time. That's why our tacos are served up with the kind of flavor you'd want to wait for but don't have to. Like our sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast taco, loaded with fluffy scrambled eggs, melty cheese, and savory sausage. Or our brisket taco, packed with slow-smoked goodness and seasoned with carne asada. Perfect for lunch, dinner, or just because. So when taco time arrives, don't wait. Grab a QT taco today. QT, more than a gas station.
5-0 the Rangers lead as we move into the bottom of the 8th inning. Jose Leclerc ready to deal him in to Fortes, Chisholm, and De La Cruz if they all bat, but it looks like we are going to get a pinch hitter here. This is Vidal Brujan, a switch hitter, who is going to bat for Nick Fortes here to start the bottom of the 8th inning. So Brujan batting from the left side against Leclerc. And the pitch to him is high and outside for ball 1. Brujan has had 106 at-bats. He's batting .255. He has a homer and 7 runs batted in. An infielder by trade. A 1-0 delivery. And that's a strike on the outside corner. A fastball at 94 that appeared to be wide, but Leclerc got a generous call from Nick Lentz. Here comes the 1-1, and that is over for a strike. Straight changeup. As Jose gets ahead 1-2. Jose struck out both batters he faced in the 7th, Anderson and Lopez, in relief of Lorenzen. Here's the pitch, breaking ball low, as he went to the Slambio, and the count is 2-2. Ranger pitchers have struck out 9. Miami pitchers have struck out 15. And there have been 3 walks in the game to go along with the 24 punch-outs. The 2-2 offering swung on and fouled off. He just barely got a piece of that. This coming Tuesday, you can get the second collector's pin of the season, the Marcus Semien Commissioner's Trophy pin. Rangers and the Tigers on Tuesday. You get the pin only when you buy your tickets at Rangers.com/theme nights. Here's the pitch, a swing and a little trickler foul over toward the Marlins' third base dugout. The Rangers in this series playing their 5th series in a different city in a row. 5 series in 5 different cities, including the 2-game series against Arizona at home. The pitch is cut on and missed, and make it 10 strikeouts for Ranger pitching, 3 for Leclerc. That represents all 3 men he's faced, and Bruce Bochy says that's enough, Jose, and he is going to make a pitching change. Rangers leading by the score of 5-0. We'll be back after this on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
When you're hungry and you want it quick, what you want is Golden Chick. Tasty chicken made the golden way. Delicious food you'll crave every day.
Golden Chick is the official partner of your world champion Texas Rangers. In fact, their support of the Rangers has been going strong for 6 years now. From the dot race to the Junior Rangers program, Golden Chick is and will always be true blue Rangers fans.
The original, then still the best. Golden Chick.
Listen up, Rangers fans. Grab the official pizza of the Texas Rangers from 7-Eleven, starting at $1.79 for a slice or $8.49 for a whole. With 100% melty mozzarella and fluffy crust, get your 7th inning snack break from 7-Eleven. Hey Rangers fans, looking to add championship flavor to game day grub? Then grab a bottle of the original Louisiana brand hot sauce and feel for yourself what victory tastes like. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. Flavor favors the bold.
Your next chance to get a replica championship ring comes on Tuesday, June 4th. Just be one of the first 15,000 fans at the ballpark when the Rangers take on the Tigers, and you'll go home with the Marcus Semien replica World Series ring, thanks to Globe Life.
Here's an 0-1 to Semien.
Make your plans now to get your hands on a ring, or rather, a ring on your head. Get your tickets at Rangers.com.
The lanky lefty from Lamont, Illinois, Jacob Latz, is on to pitch. He's the club leader in appearances. This is number 25. He has a win, a loss, and a .333 earned run average. Opposing batters hitting .217 against Jacob. He comes on here to face Jazz Chisholm, a left-handed batter, who has singled, lined to second, and grounded to short. Rangers on top 5-0 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Rangers have thrown 3 shutouts this year. They've all been combined shutouts. The Marlins have been shut out 4 times. Still 5 outs to go. As Latz comes set at the belt. Working in long sleeves, he delivers a first pitch strike to Chisholm on a fastball down at the knees. It is 0-1. 5 runs, 11 hits for the Rangers. No runs on 5 hits for the Fish. 0-1, and here's the pitch. That is swung on and fouled back. 0-2. Have you seen Billy the Marlin this week?
Not really.
I haven't seen him either. He's one of my favorite mascots, but I haven't seen him. Maybe he had the weekend off.
It's possible.
You working the hockey game, maybe? Here's the 0-2, and that's just outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Can Billy the Marlin skate?
I don't know. I'd like to find out.
Yeah.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Lance pushes off, lets it fly, and he misses inside, and a jackknife out of the way. And Chisholm now awaits a 2-2 pitch. A hot, steamy day in Miami, temperature in the mid-80s, humidity around 70%. 2-2 delivery, and that's low. 3-2. The roof is closed. That's your Invictus Roofing roof report. If you have any roofing needs, contact Invictus Roofing at 1-833-8-ROOF-DFW or go to rooftopdfw.com. Fast, simple, Invictus. The pitch is swung on, slugged high in the air to left. It is playable for Langford. Back a step. Now he comes on to grab it, reaching up above the cap to one-handed. And Chisholm is retired for the second out of the Miami eighth. And here comes Brian De La Cruz. This Miami franchise started as the Florida Marlins back in '93. They won the World Series in '97. And then again in 2003. Beating the Cleveland, then Indians in '97, or the Yankees in '97, then the Indians. Or they reversed, the Indians, then the Yankees. Here's the pitch, and there's a breaking ball over for a strike to De La Cruz, who has walked, singled, and fouled out. And last year, of course, they were a Cinderella club, made the playoffs as a wild card, but were wiped out in 2 straight by the Phillies. 0-1, and a swing and a miss. It is 0-2. But they won 84 ball games last year. And here they are, however, 19 games out in the National League East, despite a good month of May. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Jake Latz comes on and adds to the strikeout total. That's 11 strikeouts for Ranger pitchers, 15 for Marlins pitchers today. And after 8 complete, the Rangers lead the Marlins 5-0 on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
Hey, Rangers fans, it's your turn to be a champion. Throw your weekend to curveball and get in the game at Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, the official casino and resort of the Texas Rangers. Play a perfect game at the blackjack table or in our state-of-the-art poker room. Experience Major League exhilaration with an epic live concert, or celebrate your W at one of our world-class bars and lounges. However you play, get ready to walk off a winner at Choctaw Casinos and Resorts.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Hey Rangers fans, this is Jonah Heim. This year's Junior Rangers received a splatter paint jersey that looks just like my gear from last year's All-Star game. Hey Chuck, tell us about the other benefits of being a member of the Junior Rangers.
Hey, Jonah, Junior Rangers received that splatter paint jersey, plus a backpack, a cap, tickets to games, and more. It's a $320 value for just $35. Sign your kids up for the Junior Rangers, presented by Golden Chick. Go to Rangers.com/Junior Rangers.
Your Texas Rangers know the sweet taste of victory, and as their official supply chain management partner, PGL wins every day. If you'd like to share that victory with us, PGL is hiring. Visit gopgl.com and click Careers.
5-0 Rangers as we reach the 9th inning. Marcus Semien leading off against Huáscar Brazuban, and the pitch is outside, ball 1. Marcus has a single and a double in 4 trips, so he is 2 for 4. And the pitch is just outside. It is 2-0. It's been all Texas this afternoon, although the Marlins threatened in each of the first 3 innings. Michael Lorenzen was able to make big pitches. Marlins 0 for 4 with men in scoring position. And Semien, it's a soft line drive that falls in short right, a base hit. 3 straight hits for Marcus Semien, who of course missed the game on Wednesday. Came back yesterday, went 1 for 4, but made a costly error. And today has a big game going. Here comes Corey Seager, who singled his first 2 at-bats, then doubled, and then grounded out. 3 for 4. Seager and Kevin Pillar going into the day tied for the longest active hitting streak at 13 games, and Corey's up to 14. Here's the pitch, check swing. Did he go around? He did. It is 0-1. Brazoban back set, and the pitch is high and outside, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Robbie Grossman, the on-deck batter. The Rangers now with 12 hits on the day, and it's been a while since they had a double-figure hit game. The pitch is inside and low, 3-0. It gets away, and trotting down to second base is Marcus Semien on a Brazoban wild pitch. Brazoban extremely well-traveled, broke into pro ball way back in 2012 with the Rockies. He has pitched for several years in winter ball in the Dominican and in Venezuela. Pitched in the Mexican Winter League as well. Pitched in independent ball for a while. Here's a 3-0, inside and low. Is that not ball 4? Corey's not leaving.
I think the count was 2-1, so I think it's 3-1 now.
Scoreboard had it at 3-0, but now it is 3-1. Semien at second, nobody out.
I have an answer to your question. We'll get to it after the pitch to Seager.
Good. I don't even remember what the question was. But as long as there's an answer, it doesn't matter.
Last time the Rangers had double digits in the hit column. We'll get to it again after this pitcher.
There's the 3-1, and Seager takes ball 4. First and second, and nobody out. Rangers leading 5-0 in the ninth.
Hey, I'm paying attention at least, right?
Yeah, way to go.
All right, so it's been 18 games since the Rangers last put up double figures in the hit column. The last time they did it was Game 2 of that doubleheader at Oakland when the Rangers beat the A's 12-11. The Rangers had 16 hits in that game. It's the last time.
And that was the start of the stretch of 18 games during which the Rangers had exceeded 4 runs only twice. And there's a pitch outside. So make it now 3 times in 19 games as they've got a 5 up on the scoreboard today. 1-0. Swung on and fouled at the plate. That second game of the doubleheader, May the 8th, also the last time the Rangers scored more than 6 in a game.
And by the way, in this 18-game stretch, the Rangers' overall team batting average 199.
1-1 pitch is low. It is 2-1. And that 6-run threshold, by the way, is magic for the Rangers. They have not lost a game this year where they've scored 6 or more. Don't ask about the record when they score under 6. It's not that good. 2-1 pitch, that missed. It is 3-1. Rangers looking to pile on here, leading 5-0. 2 men on, nobody out. Grossman at the plate. He already has 2 RBI hits today, a double and a single. His first 2 runs batted in with the Rangers this year. And he's got count leverage here at 3-1. Semien at second, Seager at first. The pitch, low ball 4. The bases are loaded with nobody out. The batter will be Adolis Garcia. As you no doubt know, the Rangers have struggled with the bases loaded this year, particularly lately. And now Brazoban is going to get a mound visit. This is the pitching coach, Mel Stottlemyre. With the bases loaded this year, Adolis Garcia is 1 for 8. The Rangers still have not hit a grand slam this year. But Adolis does have 5 runs batted in bases loaded situations. As on one occasion he was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded. He also had a sacrifice fly and a 3-run double. And now the home plate umpire, Nick Lentz, goes out to break up the conversation. The entire Marlins infield in on it as the Rangers threatening to put this one on easy street. 3 men on and nobody out. Garcia, the batter, he has struck out 3 times and had a sacrifice fly. So his 0 for has actually extended now to 0 for 18, but he picked up his 38th run batted in. And a chance to bust this one wide open. Nate Lowe on deck. Adolis swings on the first pitch and misses. He appeared to chase one down low. Brazoban works off the first base side of the rubber, works in short sleeves from the stretch, handed the glove at the belly, and the pitch is swung on, and a little squibber first base line. Brazoban has it, shovels home, and it is in time at home. Throw to first, not in time. Very close play at home plate, and it took a while for Nick Lentz to decide whether he was going to call him safe or out, as Brazoban shoveled that ball directly out of the mitt to home plate, and the Rangers want the folks in New York to make a decision on this one. What'd you think?
Well, the first thing I'm thinking is maybe Brazoban could have tried to let that one go foul.
That's what I thought, too.
And then he wouldn't have had to have worried about it, but then he picked it up in fair territory, flipped it home. This is a really, really close call.
Yeah, he didn't get a lot on that little toss home, kind of highlighting that ball directly out of the glove. And we will see what they decide in New York. The replay review brought to you by BioAdvanced, providing advanced solutions for your lawn and garden. Get more from the blue bottle. The home plate umpire, Nick Lentz, made the call. Lance Barksdale, the third base umpire, is the crew chief today, as we wait and see whether there is a one out with the bases loaded or nobody out and an extra run on the board, making it 6-0. As we see it again, the throw did not appear to be in time. The question is whether Simeon's foot was down on the plate when the ball arrived, as Marcus was there, but was his foot on the plate? And I don't think they're going to overrule this. They might not be able to confirm it, but I don't think they'll overrule it. And the call is out, so they are not changing the call.
And they did say it was confirmed.
It goes as a 1-2 fielder's choice. Simeon is retired. Seager now runs at third, Grossman at second, Adolis at first, and Lowe is the batter. Adolis there swung at a pitch that appeared to be a strike, but it was a really good pitch. Cut her down and away. Lowe struck out his first time up as a pinch hitter for Ezekiel Duran, and Nate takes outside for ball one. Nate did not have a great month of May, but drove in 15 runs in the month. Trying to bust this ball game open. It's 5-0, and there's a swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Good changeup there from Brazoban. Weathers, Nardi, Bender, and Brazoban have gone to the mound for the Marlins. Lorenzen, Leclerc, and Latz have pitched for Texas. Here comes the 1-1. Lowe takes, and it's a strike at the knees. It is 1-2. Later on, Seattle will host the Angels. Houston has beaten Minnesota 5-2. Seattle a 4-game lead over Texas, 6.5 over Houston, as Lowe swings and fouls went off. Oakland 9 games out, the Angels 10 games out. The White Sox have lost 9 games in a row. They're tied with Milwaukee in the ninth, 3-3. As Brazoban comes home and misses. Make it a 2-ball, 2-strike count. San Diego leads Kansas City 7-3. That one at Kauffman Stadium in the ninth. Kansas City in second in the Central, 4 games behind Cleveland. 2-2, bases loaded, 1 out. Lowe swings. He hits a dribbler out in front of the plate, and Brazoban goes to the plate himself in time to force out Corey Seager. Well, it looked like he was about to toss it to his catcher Pareda, and instead just kept running and got his foot on the plate just before the arrival of Seager. Fortunately, a collision was averted. The bases are still loaded. There are 2 outs, and Wyatt Langford will be the batter.
That ball barely got off the dirt circle, maybe 6 inches. And by the time that Brazoban got there and picked it up, he's like, this is too short to toss it. I've got to get there.
With one big lunge of his long legs, he got there. And now here's Langford, 1 for 4, a single, 3 strikeouts. He swings, lines one to left, base hit. 1 run is home. Here comes Adolis. Here comes the throw. Cut off. A 2-run single for Langford on his second hit of the game. He busts it open. It's 7-0 Texas.
Boy, solid single to left, much like his hit back in the 4th inning. And the Rangers, who have really been searching for that bases-loaded hit, get a big one here from the young man.
So for Wyatt Langford, a nice job since coming back off the injured list without a very long rehab assignment. Here's Josh Smith. He's 2 for 4 with a couple of singles, and he fouls one off to the left and out of play. 7 runs, 13 hits for the Rangers. No runs on 5 hits for the Fish. Langford had an RBI yesterday on a ground out. The game before, he had 2 singles and an RBI. The 0-1 pitch is way outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. We have not heard an attendance total today. Again, it appears to be considerably larger than the 11,000 they had last night, or their season average of 12,000. As Smith takes a rip and doesn't get it, and the count is 1-2. In the bottom of the 9th, the Marlins will have the meat of their order coming up, numbers 3, 4, and 5, Bell, Sanchez, and Berger. And there's a swing and a miss by Josh Smith. He is out of there. That's 16 strikeouts for Marlins pitchers in the ball game today. But going to the bottom of the 9th, the Rangers lead 7-0 on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
Bio Advanced All-in-One Rose and Flower Care is a true power hitter. Want more bloom in your Texas blooms? Get insect control, disease control, and feeding all in one blue bottle. Bio Advanced, proud partner of the Texas Rangers.
My kids are my biggest fans. Sometimes during a game, I look up to see them smile at me. That gives me all the motivation I need to be the best. I want to make them proud. I want to set an example. I want them to know they can do anything they set their mind to if they work hard. Hugging my kids on the field after winning the World Series will always be one of my best moments. I'm Jonah Heim, and my kids are my beneficiaries.
Globe Life is the official life insurance of the Texas Rangers.
Who's your beneficiary?
A caring man took a walk. He saw people suffering. Anxiety ran high. Hatred rose. I'll prepare a feast and bring them together, he thought. But some refused to join him. He was heartbroken because he wanted everyone to be filled. Not with food and wine, but with compassion.
Jesus welcomed all to the table. Visit HeGetsUs.com to learn more.
You can give hope to a needy child through the simple gift of shoes. For 25 years, Buckner Shoes for Orphan Souls has served vulnerable children throughout the world and right here in North Texas. Champions give shoes. Be a champion and give shoes to a child in need today at buckner.org/shoes. That's buckner.org/shoes.
Eric Nadell with Matt Hicks and Mike Peasley. Our engineer, Alan Rodriguez in Miami. Ross Lebinsky, Kevin Walker in master control. Thanks for spending part of your Saturday with us. The Rangers take a 7-0 lead into the bottom of the 9th. And Bruce Bochy calls upon Gerson Garavito, the 28-year-old righty from the Dominican who made his major league debut last Sunday. Pitched creditably against the Minnesota Twins, giving up 1 run in 3 1/3. This is his first relief appearance in the big leagues, and Josh Bell, the first batter he will face. Garavito works in short sleeves and deals the first pitch in at the knees for strike 1. He wears the number 58. He's listed at 6 feet tall and 160 pounds, and he too has filled out some since signing at 160. The 0-1 pitch, and it is low for a ball. We'll have to check on what his current weight is. He did tell us, though, that his name is pronounced Garavito, not Garabito, so we will go with his preference. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch is cut on and hit in the air to right field. Back goes Garcia. He turns, he looks, it's off the wall. Bell just loping into second base with a double. That ball hit about halfway up on the fence, but Adolis couldn't quite get there in time to make a catch. So there's a double for Garavito, and it's been a while since the Marlins had a runner as far as second base. You have to go way back to the 3rd inning for that. And here comes Jesus Sanchez, who has singled once and struck out twice.
It's the first hit for the Marlins since the Sanchez looping single into left in the third.
Ranger bullpen had been perfect. Leclerc for 3 batters and Latz for 2. And now it's Garabito against the lefty Sanchez. Harrison delivers. And there's a swing and a foul tip into the mid of Kisner. It is 0-1. Tomorrow, it looks like it'll be the rubber game of the series. It will begin at 12:40. 2 lefties on the mound. Andrew Heaney against Trevor Rogers. Both of them former first-round picks of the Marlins. The pitch is cut on and missed. Andrew was the number 9 pick in the nation out of Oklahoma State by the Marlins back in 2012. Rogers, their first pick out of high school in Carlsbad, New Mexico in 2017. Here's the 0-2 offering. Swung on and fouled back. Heaney pitched 7 times for the Fish, 5 of them as a starter back in 2014. Made his major league debut here in June of that year. His very first game, he pitched really well and lost 1-0 to the Mets and Zach Wheeler. 0-2. Here comes Garabito. Swung on, hit in the air to center, right at Leote. Now he backpedals a couple of strides and puts it away. And there's 1 out here in the 9th. Rangers leading 7-0, and Jake Berger coming up.
Pretty good swing at an 0-2 curveball that time, but Sanchez hit it right to Leote.
Berger has singled, struck out, grounded into a double play. Berger from the St. Louis area. Another St. Louis native, Max Scherzer, was in action today. He threw a full bullpen session today in uniform. Here's the pitch. It is outside for a ball. We will have a report on that on the manager's show tomorrow, and I'm sure that Evan Grant will update you on that this afternoon if he hasn't already. We'll go to TexasRangers.com. The pitch misses for a ball, and it is 2 balls and no strikes. But Scherzer very optimistic this weekend about being able to go back on a rehab sooner rather than later. 2-0. Here's the pitch, and that is outside. 3-0. John Gray is expected to return from the groin injury sometime next weekend against the Giants at home. That's a 3-game series with a night game Friday, 3 o'clock game Saturday, and an early game Sunday afternoon at noon. 3-0 pitch, and there's a strike. It is 3-1. The Rangers selected to be the early bird game next Sunday. It's on Roku TV, I believe, in the new arrangement that Major League Baseball has.
I think you're right.
A noon start a week from tomorrow, June the 9th. And then the Rangers back on the road to face the Dodgers and Mariners. Here's the 3-1. That is low, ball 4. So Berger's on, 2 men on with 1 out. The only real drama here, whether the Rangers will finish off the shutout. Garabito now will work to Nick Gordon, who has flied out, struck out, and hit a comebacker. Mike Maddox going out to talk to Garabito. Puts his right hand on the pitcher's left shoulder. Kisner in on the conversation as well.
If the Rangers do hold on, it would be their 4th shutout this year. I was surprised that the Marlins, given their poor offensive production for the course of the year, not necessarily here recently, but for the course of the year, have only been shut out 4 times.
Yeah. A bit surprising. They're not the White Sox.
No, right now, nobody's the White Sox.
Fortunately for them. White Sox 15-43. Once again starting to approach the 62 Mets in terms of winning percentage. And that is saying something, and it's not good. They've gone to the 10th now. White Sox and Brewers in Milwaukee tied 3-3. Gordon, the batter, with 1st and 2nd and 1 out, left-handed hitter. Swings on the first one and slaps it foul down the left field line off the netting. And it is 0-1. They have huge windows here out in left field and left center field. We've got a great view of downtown Miami. The sun still shining brightly here. Closing in on 7 local time. And the pitch is low. 1 ball and 1 strike. This ballpark opened in 2012. They played in the football stadium prior to that, which was called Joe Robbie Stadium and Pro Player Stadium. This park holds about 36,000, so it is one of the smaller ones. 1-1 pitch, looped in the air to center. That's a base hit. Josh Bell around third being held up. He was not interested in scoring in the least. He was just trotting over to third base. With the score 7-0, he knew they weren't going to take any chances. So the bases are loaded now with 1 out. And the batter will be Tim Anderson. Garabito in some hot water here. Anderson has struck out twice, and he's grounded out to short. In case you're wondering, he's grounded into 2 double plays this year. Trying to get the Marlins on the board. Garabito's pitch is a strike. First pitch slider to get him ahead at 0-1. Garabito wears the gray pants down to the top of his white shoes. Kirby Yates is getting up in the Ranger bullpen in case this gets dicey. 0-1, here it comes. Swing and a miss. Fastball up and in. Maybe a strike, maybe not at the top of the zone, but Garabito is in on the count at 0-2.
Really slow bat swing there by Anderson. It didn't look like a normal swing.
0-2, and that just missed upstairs. 1-2. Really nothing he's done offensively this year. It looks like a normal Tim Anderson.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a home run. This is a guy with 98 career homers who was regularly a double-figure home run guy with the White Sox when he was hitting 300. The 1-2 on the way. Swung on and fouled away. He's a lifetime 280 hitter who hit over 300 4 straight years for Chicago, including a batting title in which he hit 335 in 2019. He has really fallen off. Maybe it was the punch by Jose Ramirez that did it. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, check swing. Did he go? He did not, says first base umpire Will Little. And the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I think you ought to go with the fastball here again. Seeing that slow bat speed right now from him. Pour that fastball in near the top of the zone. Challenge him.
Bases loaded, 1 out, infield double play depth. Here's the pitch. Struck him out looking. Went with a fastball. It was up. But good enough to freeze Anderson. And the Boo Birds are out here in Miami. As Tim Anderson, with another rough day, 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, heads back to the dugout, carrying the bat by its barrel in his left hand. And with the bases loaded and 2 outs, Rangers leading 7-0. It's up to Otto Lopez, 1 for 3 with a single. Right-handed batter swings. It's a fly ball to center. Back goes Leote. He stops in front of the track. He puts it away. The ball game's over. The Rangers have shut out the Marlins by the score of 7-0. Stay tuned. Our post-game show is coming up next on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
Looking for your ticket to adventure? Look no further than Airstream of DFW, your premier destination for Airstreams in Texas. Explore the largest selection of Airstreams with the greatest deals of the year. From sleek and compact models to spacious and family-friendly options, we have the perfect Airstream to match your unique travel dreams. Stay cool this summer inside our air-conditioned 40,000 square foot showroom. And for a limited time only, receive a $5,000 rebate on 2023 Airstream Interstates. Visit us at airstreamdfw.com.
The next generation of Rangers fans are watching. Every swing.
And he hits a high drive to deep center field. On the track at the wall, that ball is history.
Every pitch.
Struck him out swinging on a high outside fastball.
And every move you make. Coca-Cola and your Texas Rangers invite you to recycle your plastic bottles in the Coca-Cola recycle bins located conveniently around Globe Life Field. It's easy, it's smart, and it's what will inspire the next generation.
Hey, Dallas-Fort Worth, ready for a lifestyle upgrade? Perry Homes has been building luxury homes in premier communities across Texas for 50-plus years and giving back in the communities they build. Plus, they're the official home builder of the Texas Rangers. Talk about a winning team. Perry Homes' commitment to quality, superior design, and customer service ensures that you enjoy every moment, big or small, in a home that you love. Explore over 20 master plan communities at perryhomes.com. Perry Homes, home builder of champions.
Hurtado Barbecue, the official barbecue restaurant of the Texas Rangers. Voted top 50 barbecue in the state, Hurtado Barbecue is now available permanently near Section 101 in Globe Life Field. Hurtado Barbecue and the Texas Rangers, where great barbecue meets baseball.
Pitch to low, swung on, and there's a drive to right center field. Haniger on the run, back at the wall. It is history into the Rangers bullpen. Home run number 1 of the year for Nathaniel Lowe.
There's a drive deep into right. Haniger going back on this. It's over his head. It's off the base of the wall. Kicks toward the right field corner. Garcia's at third, being waved home. Carter cruises into third with an RBI triple, and the Rangers lead it 5-1.
There's a swing and a drive. Deep left. It's hooking at the pole. That ball is history. Marcus Semien puts the Rangers in front 2-1. With a line shot down the left field line.
Texas Rangers baseball on the Texas Rangers Radio Network. Presented by The Farmer's Dog. Invest in your dog's health with real fresh food from The Farmer's Dog. Build your dog a smarter, healthier pet food plan at thefarmersdog.com/Rangers today. Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, where the players play. Also presented by Bailey & Gallion. Thanks for listening to Texas Rangers Baseball. You can hear every game all season long right here on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Texas Rangers Radio Network. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. Bring the heat.
Jonas swings here, and that's hammered to right field. If it hangs, it's gone. That one is out of here. Just above the 7-foot wall, Jonah Heim pulls a home run to give the Rangers a 4-0 lead.
Pitch to Corey. Swung on and a high drive. Deep right field. This one is way back. This one is history. The game is tied 5-5. Globe Life Field is on its feet for Corey Seager.
Adolis Garcia swings and hits one high and deep into left field. McCormick is back at the wall. It is gone! Gone! Adolis Garcia!
Welcome into the Texas Rangers postgame show. Brought to you by Lexus. Visit your local Dallas-Fort Worth Lexus dealership today. Hear every game home and away right here. Now, with more on the Texas Rangers postgame show, here's Mike Peasley.
Rangers have evened up this weekend series in Miami, shutting out the Marlins today 7-0. Rangers with 13 hits in the ballgame, while Michael Lorenzen and 3 relievers combining on the 7-hit shutout. The Rangers have now won 4 of their last 5. And to talk about it, the catcher of today's game, Andrew Kisner. Andrew is standing by right now with Eric and Matt. Gentlemen.
All right, thanks very much, Pease. And Andrew, thanks for joining us. A big day for you. Scored the first run after a base hit, drove in another one with a sacrifice fly. But as most catchers do, you probably prefer talking about your pitchers on a day you threw a shutout. What did Michael Lorenzen have going today?
Yeah, the pitching was just absolutely outstanding today. Started with Lorenzen, man. He just set the tone. He went out there and he pitched his game. And we had a great game plan going in. This Miami team is aggressive. We know they want to swing the bat. They're a big momentum team. They want to run the bases. So, he did a nice job overall, kind of shutting those guys down, keeping the momentum down, and really just, moving that ball around and getting outs.
We talked a little during the broadcast about the fact that Michael's got 7 different pitches. And so as you're calling the game, you've really got to decide quickly as to just exactly what you're going to call. Do you find it a challenge catching him?
Yeah, I'm running out of buttons on the pitch com with all of his pitches. But no, we have a pretty good system down. He wears a pitch com as well, so it's kind of like we're communicating all game, bouncing ideas back and forth. We're each calling pitches, using both of our brains to put together good at-bats and attack these hitters. But, he's just, when he's got everything working like tonight, I mean, it's just a tough at-bat. He just comes at you in so many different ways. He can go side to side, up and down, get chased, get early contact, and just today was a great example of that. Just outstanding job.
Now, there were lots of strikeouts on both sides. Ranger batters struck out 16 times. Marlins batters struck out 12 times. I didn't see a whole lot of complaining by hitters. Was the strike zone particularly large today?
No, Nick actually, he's got a pretty fair zone back there. I would say, if anything, he's on the tight side. I knew going into this game, he's going to be a little tight, so I'm trying to work him a little bit back there and really trying to frame those pitches. But I thought he called a pretty good game back there, and we know this team's aggressive. We know they wanted to swing the bat, so we were just trying to attack that shadow zone, get ahead, and go to work.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your hitting, because you're not in all that often, and it's very difficult to hit at the big league level, period. It's even more difficult if you're only getting a start or two per week. So obviously you felt pretty good about your swing today.
Yeah, it's just a constant game of adjustments, trying to figure out, what I can take into the game that day to be successful. Obviously started today pretty good, got that base hit, little sac fly in there, that second at bat. So, my mindset is just try to go in there and have productive at bats, and get on base for the top of the lineup behind me. And then when there's guys out there, guy third, less than 2 outs, trying to get that run in. So just trying to situationally hit, go in there, trust the process, and just try to string together good at bats.
There weren't a whole lot of people here last night. Tonight there was a more respectable crowd. Does it make it easier for you when there were more people in the ballpark like today?
I try not to worry too much about the atmosphere. I try to tune that out as much as I can. But it's definitely nice to see a good atmosphere in Miami. They at times can struggle with attendance, but, that just shows you the game of baseball is continuing to grow, and especially down here in Florida, that's great to have fans all over the country. So I hope they keep coming out and supporting that Marlins team.
Did you have a chance to enjoy time on the beach on Thursday?
Yeah, it's nice having an off day in Miami. You're able to get out and enjoy some nice Florida weather. So definitely had a good time.
We appreciate your stopping by, Andrew. Congratulations on a big shutout win.
Thank you.
Andrew Kisner will be our guest at Bob's Steak and Chop House. The Rangers won at 7-0. Back to Mike Peasley.
All right, thank you very much, guys. Here are the final totals for today's game for the victorious Rangers. 7 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 9 men on base. For the Marlins, no runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 8 on base. The winning pitcher today, Michael Lorenzen, he improves to 3-3. Ryan Weathers suffers the loss. He falls to 3-5. The attendance today at Lone Depot Park in Miami, 21,388, and the time of the game today was 2 hours and 41 minutes. Rangers win it 7-0. Before we continue, let's pause right now. 10 seconds for station ID on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
Your home of Texas Rangers baseball. KRLD-FM and HD1 Dallas-Fort Worth. We are 105.3 The Fan.
Got a busy post game ahead for you, including the highlights from this 7-0 win. Plus, we'll tell you who the 3 stars of the game. We'll have our Whataburger What a Play, and we'll also preview the series finale with Andrew Heaney going tomorrow, as the Rangers will try to take 2 out of 3. But when we come back, we'll go right back out to Miami and bring in Eric and Matt once again for our Rangers Roundtable discussion that comes your way next on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
Ivan Poch Rodriguez here. In the major leagues, it's important to have a strong team behind you. For over 40 years, the law firm of Bailey & Gallion has been representing people just like you who have been injured on the job.
Call Bailey & Gallion today at 1-800-LAW-OFFICE. They'll help you get treatment at no upfront cost to you. Pay no fees unless they win. Call now, 1-800-LAW-OFFICE.
Team up with Bailey & Gallion, the official law firm of the Texas Rangers.
Energy Transfer is proud to sponsor the 2023 World Champion Texas Rangers. We're excited to join Rangers fans across the country in wishing them well in the 2024 pennant race and supporting their quest for another winning season. As one of the country's largest energy infrastructure companies, we proudly move the oil and natural gas products through our 125,000 miles of pipelines across the country that power our communities and make our lives possible. Here at Globe Life Field, the roof is one of the most important parts of game day, so it is no question that the roof on your home is just as important. Because of that, trust Precision Roofing Group to take care of all your roofing needs. Precision Roofing is owned by former Texas Ranger Justin Ruggiano, so you know that he will take personal care of the homes of the fans that used to cheer him on. Check them out at theprecisionroofinggroup.com. That's theprecisionroofinggroup.com. theprecisionroofinggroup.com.
Rangers shut out the Marlins 7-0, the Rangers' 4th shutout victory of the season. I'm Mike Peasley. It's time right now for our Rangers Roundtable discussion. Back out to Miami as we bring in Eric and Matt. And let's first of all, let's talk about the pitching today. Michael Lorenzen, each of the first 3 innings today, the Marlins had 2 runners aboard. But as we have seen really in every single start that Michael Lorenzen has, the game never speeds up on him. Even when there's traffic on the bases, he always seems so cool, so confident to make the big pitch. And he was able to do do that in the first 3 innings to put up 3 zeros.
Yeah, cool and confident is definitely a way that I would describe him. Nothing phases him, and it's been something that's been consistent for him all season long. You know, he came into this game holding opponents to a 189 batting average with men in scoring position, and he nailed it shut here today, getting the big outs when he needed. The Josh Bell ground ball out into a double play in the first, the Nick Fortes fly ball out to right with 2 men on in the second, and then striking out Jake Berger to in the third, again leaving 2 men on base. When he needed the big pitch, he was able to come up with it.
And you know, he gets the ground ball double play more often than most. He's not an extreme ground ball pitcher, but, you know, it's an indication of how well this guy knows how to pitch, that he's able to get the double play. The first inning, the double play was absolutely crucial to get Josh Bell with 2 men on and nobody out. You know, the game last night hinged largely on 2 double plays into which the Rangers hit in the first 2 innings. And I think tonight's game hinged largely on that first inning double play that Josh Bell hit into.
And it seemed like in those big at-bats that he went to the changeup for the out pitch. And that's a pitch that he has used to hold opponents to under 100 in terms of batting average against his changeup this year. He's limited opponents to a 118 slugging mark on that offering. So that pitch was marvelous today.
And today, guys, the 8th consecutive start that Michael Lorenzen has pitched at least 6 innings. He went 6 1/3. It's the longest streak since Martin Perez did it 9 times in a row back in 2022. Guys, how important and how valuable is it that every 5 days to have a pitcher like that you know is going to go at least 6 innings?
You know, it's valuable to have a guy on staff. Sometimes you call them innings eaters, but I don't know as though I'd call Lorenzen an innings eater, because an innings eater is a guy that goes 6 or 7 and keeps you in the ball game, but oftentimes will give up 3, 4, or 5 runs. Lorenzen's much better than that. I mean, he's an outstanding pitcher who is giving the Rangers all of these quality innings, and when you know that you have that, well, you know you can, you know, sort of set your bullpen up a certain way. It gives you that staff rhythm to where you don't get your bullpen out of whack.
You know, this is the kind of performance that he had last year in the first half when he made the All-Star team as a member of the Tigers starting rotation. And he's got a 296 earned run average right now. He's 2 innings shy of being a qualifier, or he would rank in the top 12 in the American League in ERA. Another example of how the one-loss record can really fool you, as the Rangers finally scored some runs for him tonight after barely scoring anything in his last 6 starts.
Yeah, not too shabby for a guy that was signed the last week of spring training. Michael Lorenzen's been really good. Offensively, guys, today, well, when the Rangers weren't striking out, they were getting hits. 16 strikeouts, but they had 13 hits in the ball game today. 5 different players with a multi-hit game, including 2, Marcus Semien and Corey Seager with 3 each. And you look at the top 3 hitters, Semien, Seager, and Grossman, they combined for 8 hits. And when you get 8 hits from your top 3 hitters, you should have a good day offensively.
Yeah, that means that there's traffic on the bases, which is something the Rangers have really been lacking here over the last 3 weeks. And a couple of really big hits for Robbie Grossman in the 3-hole today. That double to drive in the first run in the 3rd inning. It came with 1 out, and then the 1-out single to produce another run in the 7th that made it a 5-0 ball game. We've seen Robbie sporadically in the 3-hole late in the season last year, and then since we've gotten him here this year, and he's been productive from the standpoint of getting on base for sure. But today, coming up with a couple of big hits when the ball club needed it, a real boost.
This is exactly why the Rangers got him, you know, to drive in runs, get on base against left-handed pitching, and this one, you couldn't have drawn up the script any better.
And I would assume that we'll see Robbie Grossman again in the 3-hole coming up tomorrow afternoon with another left.
Well, guys, that's going to wrap up the game here. So I appreciate everybody coming out and watching. We had 132 guys come on the stream. Hey, we're growing, guys. We're still growing, still kicking it here. I've been off a little bit to start this year, trying to get everything situated. Coached flag football, spring flag football, so had a lot going on, but we're getting back into sports, and we're going to stick with it, guys. So I'm going to do my best to cover every Rangers game. Also, don't forget, NBA Finals start this coming week. I'm going to be covering those games as well. I'm going to be live here with those games, and from time to time, I will be on the Rangers games live, covering them play-by-play. You will hear it from me, play-by-play of the Rangers games. When I can get those games actual on live TV and do my own commentary and narrate the game for you. So, with that being said, be sure it's free. Just hit that like button for me on the stream. It's the best way to promote my channel. It's free. Doesn't cost you guys a dime. Just hitting that like button, subscribing if you're new here. I appreciate y'all being here, and we're going to wrap it up with that. But leave a comment. Love to hear where you guys are from. And I hope you have a great rest of your Saturday. And we got more games tomorrow, so be back here.